we did. So it is. It's kind of like, how do we fix that? But yeah, there's mad questions, bro. This guy just started recording.
Let's just start
This
recording.
guy,
Let's
bro.
go. Yeah,
This
bro.
guy, fam. It
Welcome back.
is.
Welcome
It's
back to
kind
the
of like,
it's
how
that
do we fix that?
it's
But
that kind
yeah,
of week.
there's
Oh,
mad
I'm hearing you
questions,
in the
bro.
background.
This guy just started recording.
I thought you were talking. All right, yeah, it's that kind of week, man. There's no introduction. It's not a normal podcast, man. We don't even have the whole crew here, but there may be some people joining us, but we're gonna rock and roll, man. Um, yeah, bro. I don't even know. I think we should start with United, bro. Let's start with United. Let's get the United thing out the way.
Nah, man, we're not. We're starting with Arsenal because you lot have lost 9 games. This it's something that's normal, man. We're not doing that. Nah. We have to talk about.
What's normal? United losing is normal. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, of course.
I
Nah, it
don't I
is,
don't know if I accept that, but at this
bro.
point,
You
my
have
team is
9 losses in 20 matches. That's
yeah.
off and off.
I mean, my team has really disappointed me for the longest. So at this, if you want to say that, that's fine. I don't really care because I felt like Man United lost twice this in the last couple of games.
No, you did. I
Yeah,
thought you did. Oh no, you did. Sorry.
shout
I was
out
like,
to
I thought you
yeah,
did, but
I see you in the comments, man. He's saying, let's go. Kante, are you happy that Arsenal lost? Because that's
oh,
not United.
I
You know what I'm
haven't
saying?
seen him for weeks, man. I see
Who,
him.
Kante?
Yeah, I seen him for weeks.
Yeah, Kante, where you at, bro? I've been trying to get you on for a minute, bro. Where you at, man? We need you on the pod, bro.
He's always Liverpool, innit?
Nah, Kante's a United fan, bro.
I was a United fan. So who was I thinking that
Yeah.
supports Liverpool? There's someone I'm thinking of that supports
There's that
Liverpool.
there's a guy that came on, Timu came
Oh
on,
yeah,
Temu. I feel like I'm butchering his name, bro. But
yeah.
he came on one time with
Nah.
the Jamaican dude, I think. The
Yeah,
Caribbean.
listen. Nah, listen. Let's talk on Man United, Nottingham Forest 2-1.
Yeah, hold on. Let me let me let
Um,
me let me let me engage. Let me warm up the audience real quick. So we got they laughing at you, bro. Ever said Arsenal still 8 points above us though after 8 games. Well, 9 points ahead of us after 8 games, all our injuries. So I think ever listen, bro, for United, I'm not gonna lie, bro. We
and you're
got
not
Kante
forgetting
right
Arsenal have
now.
injuries as well, but
Nah, Arsenal have more injuries than us, but we got Kante in the comments. We got Ever in the comments, man. Shout out to everybody for rocking with us, man. But it seems like since we got two United fans in the comments, I don't think United fans we shouldn't be celebrating this, bro. I can't celebrate this because it just means that Man City is gonna win the league, and I do not want City to win the league, bro. I would rather Liverpool win the league and get. I think they will match us in terms of like Premier League trophies than Man
listen,
City winning it. So I'd rather Liverpool win it. I would have preferred Arsenal to win the league if I'm being completely honest. But I don't know, man. I can't celebrate this. But we're gonna start with United, or what are we doing? We going to United first, get it out the way, or
um, nah, man, I don't care about them.
you want to go to
Man.
Arsenal? All right,
Yeah,
let's
man.
go.
Well,
Let's
it
let's
just
go to
happened,
Arsenal.
didn't it? Do you gotta say like that? Literally just happened.
All right,
But
yeah. Let's do that. Let me say my spiel first, right? Before you go, BJ, right? So I think this you have I look at this in different scenarios, right? There's the Arteta piece of this. Is Arteta a good enough manager to win the league, compete with Pep, compete with Klopp, and do what he needs to do to win the league, make the decisions, build the team, motivate the team, everything that you need to do as a manager to compete with these guys. Does Arteta have that? There's that one piece of it, right? And there's
hmm.
the second piece is do you have the players that you could count on when you need to win the game or at least not to lose the game? Can you count on them, right? So I'm looking
I'm
at
looking at
Saka,
Saka,
right?
right?
No, so you got to
No, so you
echo.
got to echo.
That,
That
I'm looking at Saka. Does Saka have what he takes to like help you guys to win the game when he doesn't need to, right? I'm looking at Jesus. Hold up. I'm looking at Jesus. Sorry, but there's a lot of things going on right now. I'm looking at Jesus, right? Does Jesus have what it takes to score you the goals to win you the game, right? And all of these, I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure because I'm looking at them like I look at the other game like they didn't. I don't think they have enough goals to score you the game to score you those goals because I think for every big team you need to be able to at least when the games. When, I was saying this before we started. When the game is not going for you, don't lose. You may not be able to win, or you may even be still a win, but don't lose the game. Man City, they don't lose games, bro. It's very rare for them to lose games. At the bare minimum, they're gonna draw. And when I looked at Arsenal's team, and I said this at the beginning, bro, I think that you missed the goals up front. Yeah, Saka is scoring goals. Yeah, Martinelli chip in, Trossard chip in, and you have players that's gonna chip in here to make the numbers up. But you need that focal person that is going to get you the goal. He's the person that when you need a goal, it's on him to go there and get you that goal. It's on his back to go there and get you a goal. And I never felt Arsenal had that. So for me, I don't know, what I'm saying, just to kind of recap, we just had Daughter join in. We talking about Arsenal right now and not in their game today. But for me, I felt like in all these three, they're lacking. Now the Arteta thing, I'll actually give him some credit because again, this is his first job. He's shown great improvement to even compete with the likes of Klopp and Guardiola. So you have to give him credit there. But it's the big boys, man. And in the big boys, the small margins. The small margins count. So that's my thing, man. I get off my.
And I was you want to say something before I speak? I'll rather
I'll
let you
rather let
lot
you
just
lot just
get
get
it.
all out.
I don't know, man. I just want to say
No problem.
it's another nice day. It's a nice day to see Arsenal lose. I'm not gonna lie, because I I I uh I can't complain about today, especially what happened to us. But you know what I mean? It's nice to
That's
see it's nice to see a fellow competitor lose, and to not just be in this shitty feeling with just us. But
but
you
if
know,
Arsenal lose, does you have an echo, bro? What's going on? Do you have the TV on or something?
nah, I don't know.
But if Arsenal lose, that means like United City are gonna win. So it's like a double-edged sword. You can't I can't be very happy with Arsenal losing because that just means that City are gonna win the league. So how do you feel about that?
Nah, I feel like you got other competitors in the standing, man. I don't think it's said and done. I feel like right now Liverpool still got a shot. Um, Arsenal still got a shot, even though despite this loss today. I think the City and the it's gonna be fine margins, right? So it's gonna be another situation, and it's gonna be near the end of the season. We're still not gonna be able to have a clear cut winner. It's still gonna go all the way into the ringer. I think they still have a chance. I personally, obviously, I don't want City to win it. Don't really want Liverpool to win it again. If anything, I'd be fine with Arsenal having a shot to win. I would prefer Arsenal to win because, don't want Liverpool to start having bragging rights. Don't want City to just keep going on their long-winded journey. But at the same time, you know, it's I would put my bet on either, you know, a Liverpool a Liverpool taking the last minute win.
Yeah, all right. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, honestly, same here, bro. I texted a Liverpool fan. I texted C, bro. Shit, but I was like, bro, go win the league, man. Go win the league, because if again, looking at the things I was talking about, like with the players, I think Liverpool have that in Mo Salah. He scores goals when they need him to score goals.
He's away for
Right,
a
he's
month.
there. I mean, yeah, that's true. But Liverpool, I feel like they have goal scorers in their team. Darwin Núñez can score goals. Um, what's the Gakpo can score goals. What's the other guy? Diaz can score goals. You know what I'm saying? They have goal scorers in their team that can kind of help them out, you know. But yeah, I just feel like you guys have missed Arsenal really missed clinical players, man. I feel like Declan Rice is if I look at that team right now, right? Rice has shown me that he steps up. Like he overperforms when he needs to. Saka, yeah, I'll give Saka that because he's done that in England and at Arsenal, right? But that's the only two. If I'm being completely honest, I feel like Odegaard, he hasn't really done it this season, bro. I feel like for me, Saka and or Rice, yeah, you can say some of the defenders, maybe like Gabriel or Saliba, but are they really scoring goals? Yeah, they might be able to keep out goals, but they're not really going to get you the goals. So I feel like you only have two, in my opinion, right? It's Rice and Saka that have shown it this season. The rest, they're just nice. You know, they're nice players to be there. They help out. Martinelli helps out. Jesus helps out. You know what I'm saying? Like this is where Jesus, I look at him like, bro, you're not. I understand why City let you go. Like you're not you're good enough to be in like he's a good player, but I don't think he's the one you can count on, in my opinion, right? I don't think Jesus is gonna win you the league by scoring you the goals to win you, like scoring you the goals to win your league. I don't believe that. Maybe you do. Again, you're an Arsenal fan. You watch them more than I do, so maybe you see it differently. But from a opposition fan, and actually from someone who's wanted Arsenal to win the league this season, I'm looking at that team and I'm like, Jesus, boss, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Martinelli, I don't trust you. Prasad, I don't trust you. You're good enough. You help the team win there, but it's different when the team needs you to do it. It's on you to pull the trigger out. I don't trust you. But
Biggie, let me ask, man,
that's
what happened? What happened to Saka, man? Remember Saka earlier in the season, he was on, he was doing his thing, copying Rashford celebration, and he was, you know what I mean? I remember I feeling salty about that, but I genuinely thought this guy is gonna do his thing for Arsenal this season. Like, what? You barely even hear about Saka anymore, especially Nketiah. Remember what was that? Remember they made a whole song after him. Your defenders is called Nketiah is on the ball. Remember that? Remember that whole thing? What happened? What happened with Nketiah and Saka? I genuinely am lost for like that. Was it hype? Is it just unfortunate timing? Is it bad luck? What is it?
I don't know what you want to talk about. My second choice striker, bro. Yeah, Eddie's not good. Listen, Eddie should be starting for United because he'll probably get more goals than he does for Arsenal. With Saka, he's performing not well, but he's got the numbers really that's helping him. But he's not. Listen, what you lot are saying, you're asking Arsenal this, Arsenal that. Listen, we're 20 games in, not one player has looked good this entire season. So who
for
do I
Arsenal.
blame? Yeah. So I
Okay.
don't know. So you sit here, you talk about where's Jesus, where's this? Like, is you see what I'm saying? Like, you're asking me why is everybody not informed when really and truly, if everybody's not informed, then who's the person that you have to look at? The person in charge. Not everybody can be out of form. If if half the players were in form and some weren't, then it's like, okay, you look at the players. How come you're not pulling your weight here, there, all about? But you're all telling me why is Zinchenko not in form? Why is Saka not in form? Why is Jesus not in form? Why is Odegaard not in form? Well, why is he not informed? There's like 7 guys you're asking me why they're not informed when really and truly the reason is because of what the manager he decided to do in the window. And Mama, we sat here during the summer. I said, "Oh, Rice, fantastic. I need another midfielder." We signed Havertz. I said, "I don't care. I still need another midfielder." Remember 2 years ago, I said, "I need a right back." I said to you, "Oh, bro, I need a winger." There's so many positions that from 2 years ago when we were okay and starting to play well, we needed to even get to this point, and we've not improved. Jesus, on the other hand, listen, I can't say nothing bad too crazy for Jesus, and that's only because prior to this season, him being in our team wasn't it wasn't a deficiency in the sense of our wingers were taking their chances. Now they're not. Do you get me? In this game today, Martinelli chances again missed. Saka should have done better. Yet again missed. Nketiah non-existent. I can't blame Jesus for today. Jesus came on to at 2-1, if I'm not mistaken, or 1-1. But I feel like he came on at 2-1. But we'll see. So he came on. Yeah, sorry, he did come on at 2-1. Came on at 2-1. Yeah, he wasn't impactful. But listen, not one player is playing well. So I I I, I can't sit here and say, oh, that's down to the players. Nah, bro. I look at the manager. Something needs to be fixed in this 2 week period that we got
So so
now
what is
coming
he
up.
what is he not what is he not getting right then?
It's that midfield, man. I'm gonna keep saying it. You don't switch a midfield three. You don't pluck two guys out and put two fresh person in without it without this happening. The fluidity in midfield is key. Like any team, for me, I've always said it. Midfield is key for me. Every time I've always built. If I was to ever build a team, my first thing would be if I get that midfield locked down, you can't beat me in either boxes, either or. If you think about it, if you have the perfect midfield, which we did have last season, because everyone knew each other's attributes and everyone played well. This midfield, they don't know each other. They're all new, like within terms of playing each other and what Partey could do, Rice can't do, and what Xhaka could do, Havertz can't do, and what we want Havertz to do is what we. Bro, there's so many issues in that midfield, which why I thought he would have played Jorginho this game. I thought play 2 6s and an 8 in brackets. Kai Havertz, yeah, he was okay. I wouldn't even give him the word okay. He was just non-existent. I can't lie. Today he was just off the step. So
So are you saying so hold on. Are you saying midfield like you're missing like a creative midfielder, you're missing defensive
no,
midfielder like
we're not missing. It's not about what we're missing. It's our midfielders aren't like there is no understanding of how they play, and I've seen it. They don't know how each other play. Havertz don't know how to link up with Martinelli, and Zinchenko on that left mid. And if you think about all our attacks come from what side? The right. Why is that? Because Odegaard, Saka have a connection. Ben White, they have an understanding. It's easy to play football with them. So what do teams do? Press that side. Say Martinelli, take your shots on. You're gonna miss. And what does he do when he gets his chances? He missed. He had three opportunities today. I'm gonna say two that I can think of, but if I watch that game again, I know I'll see another one. Like he had bare chances to score, bro. This guy, yet again, you play him. I thought if you were gonna bring in like this game for me, the whole thing was wrong, and I take it back to the manager. You have Trossard. The couple times this guy has played well, it's against Fulham. The couple times this guy has played well, bro, it's against Fulham. What do? You start Eddie. Why? Why are you gonna start Eddie when these men have 6'3" strikers, not strikers, centre backs, yeah, who are gonna be touch tight on this guy and they're gonna bully him. No, you need someone who's comfortable on the ball. He can receive it both feet. Imagine if Trossard was in that thing role, you allow these guys, the front three, to just float up and down, confuse them. But no, Eddie gives you a target point, but he's not strong. Like Eddie is Eddie is the striker that we won, but his attributes and everything about him isn't what we need. He does everything we want. He tries to hold the ball up. He tries to do the lay off the football, but he's not tall enough. He's not strong enough. His feet ain't good enough, and he ain't got that know-how. So everything we need, he can't do, and everything he does want to do is what we need. Like it's bro, like that attack to me. Yeah, listen, I've said this and I'm gonna say it again. And the thing is that Kivio at left back. Why the hell would you do that if you was gonna bring on Tomiyasu in the second half? You might as well just started Tomiyasu. Like you wasted Kivio getting spun for the goal to just do the substitute that you had in your back pocket. Like it just don't make sense. Like one.
all right, let's reel it back. Wait, you want to say something? What you want to say, dog?
Now, I was just gonna say, like, I hear what you're saying about Nketiah, right? And I know what you're saying. It's a team problem, it's a managerial problem. It's just it's a multiplicity of things, not just one thing, right? What I'm saying is, what was communicated earlier and prior to this season, coming to this season, was Bakayoko Saka was going to be the difference maker. He was going to be for Arsenal what Eden Hazard was for Chelsea, right? That was the impression. Like, he was that person that's going to make the difference, right? And I feel as though in this moment right now, that's kind of died down. I don't hear people pushing it. I don't see it. I feel like he has, 6 goals so far in the Premier League this season, where last season, he had, I think I'm looking at 14 Premier League goals, and it's 11 assists. So you'd expect, him to come in this season guns blazing, to do better than that, to surpass that.
Well,
and to be the difference maker for Arsenal. When it's 1-1, when it's 1-0 down, he comes in, gets the 1-1.
What you just said is right. If he's had 14 goals a whole of calendar season last season, and we're 20 games in and he's on 6, so he's on course to either equal it or do better, depending on his form towards the end of the season. He's on 6 assists. Wait a minute. But listen, listen. In our whole season so far, take away his goals and his assists. Is the assist against against Chelsea to equalize it 2-2. The assist against the cross ball for Kai Havertz to win 1-0 at Brentford. So when you say he's the difference maker, Saka this season has saved us, or he's cost us points. Don't get twisted. I can even today he cost us points. Even though he scored a good finish, poacher's goal, whatever, but he cost us points today. He lost the ball. Jimenez, they counted us. They banged it in 1-1. He cost us points. Fulham at home, the ball's coming in from a corner. He literally covers his face instead of flipping dying for this, bro. Cost us points. And that's massive. Fulham back to back. Damn, that's crazy. He's cost us points. Don't get twisted. But you can't not say he's not saved. He's not at least showed up in moments. I'm not saying no one's had a good season. Only the centre backs, and that's mad. Only our centre backs are having good seasons. I don't look at Gabriel and Saliba this specific game, why they lost us. No, they were both solid. The reason they scored the second goal, Gabriel should have done better. But you know what? He thought it was offside. They held the line. They decoded over. That's just smart football, whatever. You move on. The first goal, it was all Kivior, blood. All Kivior. Nobody else. No one else is holding that goal except him. So I think if that was Zinchenko, he probably clears the ball. That's how mad it is. Honestly.
Nah, but I think the point that Evan Dawes is trying to make, right? For me, I'm looking at your big players always. We haven't mentioned Odegaard and all this, right? But we're going to look at Saka, because Saka right now, he is holding the mantra for Arsenal. Saka is Arsenal's guy, right?
You do know Odegaard has been playing well for the last 3 matches. You do know. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. No.
Go to Jesus. No, listen. You lot are picking at the wrong guys. No, you're picking at the wrong guys, bro. If you tell me Martinelli, I will accept it. If you tell me Jesus, I will accept it, bro. If you don't be going that, bro. Odegaard and Saka are the 2 guys in an attacking sense for the past 3 games. Yeah, I can't be mad at, bro. I cannot. They are at least.
Can I explain my point?
They're at least trying, or even.
Mohammed, you know what this sounds like to me, Mohammed? You know what this sounds like to me? This sounds like to me, when we used to defend Rashford, when he was still bringing. Wait, hold on.
Rashford. Wait. How many goals does Rashford have in this year? Doesn't Anthony have 1 goal? Doesn't Anthony have 1 goal in 33 matches?
I'm just saying, from an outsider looking in.
How many goals does Rashford have? 2, 3 at best.
Nah, so let me hear his point. Let me see. Let him hear. Let him make his point, and we see if he's making sense or not.
Vicky doesn't want to let me cook, bro. Vicky, let me cook.
Go ahead.
Let me cook already, man.
No, look. Okay. In all seriousness, all I'm saying is I'm not talking about raw numbers. I'm not talking about results. I'm just saying from a fan's perspective. I remember how it felt, right? When Rashford was supposed to be our golden boy. He's supposed to be our difference maker. And when Ollie was having his downfall, Rashford's bad performances, and people are, bringing it all, always his girlfriend, every time he breaks up with his girlfriend, this and that, all these excuses, right? I'm telling you, it starts off the small things. You see these small signs and these dips of performances, right? But we ignore it. We still defend Rashford, hey, he's still doing this, he's still this, you make excuses for him. But I'm telling you, if you look at now, like you go to some of these United games, you see they're questioning Ten Hag. Why is Rashford even starting? You hear fans telling why Ten Hag giving Rashford a free pass. I'm just saying it reminds me of how we were when we were defending Rashford, right? When some of these dips in forms and when some of these questions are asked about performance, we are quick to defend them because they're big players, and you know what I mean. We blame other people.
So,
But all I'm saying, sometimes, when some of these big players have a dip in performance, sometimes it's good to question and call it out. Because you never know
so
when Saka might turn out to be a Rashford, next season when he's banging in 2 goals, 3 goals in the season. Everybody's like, what's going on with Saka? That's all I was saying. The resemblance of how we used to be with Rashford is what you're giving off right now with Saka. And I was just curious of your opinion on him. In terms of, like I mentioned, I got the impression that he was supposed to be what Eden Hazard was for Chelsea. Where they're losing to West Ham, they need to win the game. Hazard comes in 90 plus 3 minutes, bangs in the goal, makes a difference, saves them 2 points. Is Saka doing that?
I even before you even
So wait,
respond,
let me
Mika,
ask you
I
this:
answer that, right?
was Havertz? Sorry, was Eden Hazard doing that at the age of 21 and 22 years of age? Was he a phenomenal superstar and the difference maker at 21 years of age? Answer me that question.
No, not necessarily.
No. So then, where are you giving this specific pressure on Bukayo Saka? Have we said, yes, Saka, his name is Star Boy, not Star Man. You have to elevate. Yes, he's one of our best players. He is this season. Like I said, you talk about Saka, what has he been doing for us? Take away his numbers. Our top goal scorer is Eddie Nketiah, who's second choice striker. After that, you got Manemon 1, 2, 1 goals, 0, 1 goals. No one, like, you're talking about Saka. You're looking at this is what I'm telling you. Stop looking at the wrong players. Martinelli, look at him. Jesus, look at him. Zinchenko, look at him. Ben White, look at him. But he's even started to get a little bit better in his performances. Then you have to look at Odegaard, start of the season. But I've said this in the last couple games, his performance, like, yeah, he ain't got the numbers that needs to come with it, but has he been playing well? Yes. Has he been creating? Yes. Has he been trying? Yes, he has. This specific game, our only 2 good players were Odegaard and Ben White. That was it. If you ask me who was good this specific game, Odegaard, Ben White, Rice, he was fucking horrible. Fucking shit, bro. He was scared. Scared of the football. Scared to put a tackle in. Scared to get twist up. I don't know if he was, still thinking about that West Ham game, but he was horrible. I would have taken him off after 60 minutes if I was the coach. I don't give a fuck how much we paid for him. Like, man's coming out saying mentality this. My G, I respect it, but today you are whack. And I hope he knows this. Bro, you lot know me.
Wait, who you said was
Rice,
what? Who?
Declan,
Right.
he was
Okay.
shit.
Oh.
And I will say this. Me, I don't care, bro. I don't hide around these ballers. Mommy, you should know this. So when you talk to me about who's bad and who's not, I'm always honest, bro. I will never hide on who's been shit or not.
Nah, facts.
If he was to give me match rating, oh my days, 2s and 1s everywhere. Martinelli would have -9.
We might have to do that,
God.
but let's get back to order, right? So let's get back to the big players thing, right? So my thing is this, right? You have to look at responsibility, right? What at the beginning of the season, you came here and said that your goal is to win the league.
It's not the main
You're
goal,
going
but
for
no, the main goal was silverware. No, don't do that. I said to you, FA Cup. I said to what did I say? We have to leave with something. I said I don't care.
Okay, hold on.
So wait.
So
I
you
no,
weren't
wait a minute,
going for the Premier League.
No,
You
of
weren't
course,
trying to win the
no.
Premier League.
Listen, we still are. Listen, go
Why
for
are
the
you trying
Prem.
to shake now, bro?
No.
Don't do this. Don't do this, BK, bro.
I would.
No, but I get
like,
BK. BK is not saying. BK is saying
No.
the
I
goal
didn't
was
sit
not to
here
win
and
the Premier
say
League
the goal
specifically. The
wasn't to
goal was
just
to
win
win
the
silver.
Premier League specifically. It's to
It's one
go
of the
win
goals,
the
100%.
No,
But
exactly.
you can't, nigga. You can't come second now telling me you were not
No,
supposed to go win the Premier
right
League,
now,
bro.
no, listen, right now, the only way second is acceptable, in all honesty, is if we
I
win
ain't
the
talking
FA
right now.
Cup.
I'm
It's
not
the
talking
truth.
today. I'm talking about when we were starting up, talking about expectations and everything. You were expecting your team to win the Premier League. You did not expect your team to go for the league.
I didn't expect it, but I hoped it. But yeah, okay, go on.
Hold
Yes.
on. So
No,
you're
yes,
saying
go. Yes.
Yes,
No,
that you
go.
were
Yes.
expecting your team.
Yes.
You were expecting your team to win the Premier. Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right. Let's establish that. So let's not go back to that again. The
Now let me
expectation
ask you something. Let me ask you the same question.
No, that's my turn. I'm talking right now. No.
I want to do a comparison. Let's do a comparison.
After. We'll come back. I'll answer your question in my statement. I'll come back to that. But I'm saying if you're expecting to win the Premier League and the beginning of this year, your big players was Saka and Odegaard. I don't know when Rice came in, but let's focus on those two right now, right? So we all knew how old Saka was. We all knew what he did. We all know what he did for England, what he did for Arsenal, and the expectation for him is he is now Arsenal's guy. Everyone accepted that.
Who set that expectation? Was it Arsenal fans or not Arsenal fans?
Saka's by his performances.
It wasn't Arsenal fans, so don't you?
No. Saka by his performances because he's shown at every level he can compete. Saka was doing it for England too. Let's not act like that. But he was scoring the goals when no one else was. Right, so his performances put that expectation on him. Arteta put that expectation on him. Arsenal fans also started to accept that,
especially with the comparisons they started making.
My thing. Not even the compare. Don't even do that. Don't even do that. You're giving them out. You see those. Don't talk about that. Leave that alone.
No. I just want to no.
We'll come back to that. I'm talking. He's confusing me. So my thing now is
you were the one comparing him.
If you're telling me Odegaard is playing well the last couple games, no one cares, bro. Because if you're trying to win the league, you're not only considering performance is one thing, but results is what matters in winning the league, bro. I don't care if you have a good performance. You have to win the games. Because if whoever your direct rival is, if they're winning, getting those 3 points, I don't care what your performance is. So that's why I'm not looking at Martinelli as much. I'm focusing on those two players. Just like United, you have to look at the big players. Like why are you not performing? Why are you not performing? Because the expectation, the question is always going to come to you. Just like the question always goes to the manager. No one's going to look at the assistant managers. No one's going to look at assistant coaches, right? You're looking at the people that are responsible. I'm looking at Saka. I'm looking at Odegaard. Yes, I can also even add Rice to that now. Right? Where are you guys at when your team needs you? And for the past 2 games, I didn't see that. The West Ham game, I saw Rice. You saying this one, yeah. But the West Ham game, I saw Rice. I saw Rice took up responsibility to help the team win. Odegaard was trying, but he wasn't really doing. I mean, he had a couple moments, but yeah, his performances built up the last couple games. I agree with that. But again, Arsenal are in the stage when you have the responsibility to go to be one of the challengers for the league. Bro, you can't falter like that, bro. That's not an excuse you give up. You have to win the game. You have to get the points. At the very least, you cannot lose. You cannot lose a game, bro. That is how you have to do it. And for Arsenal, I don't see that. Yes, I agree with you. Martinelli, he's not doing it. He's not doing it. But I have to look at Odegaard first. I have to look at Odegaard first.
Stop you?
And he's not passing the test. Arteta's not passing the test. So, last thing, and you can come. Last thing. I just want to say this on Arteta. Last thing. I'll look at Arteta in his signings and how he let go of Xhaka. I'll look at all that and say, does it make sense? Because again, the responsibility. Okay, fine. But the signings you made, how are you helping your team to get to that next level to win the league? How are you coaching this team to get to the next level to win the league?
Tell me his signings that you're not too sure about.
For one, it's not about. I'll give you this. I'll give you the names, right? But what I'm saying, it's not even about not being sure. Is did you make the signings to win you to help you win the league? I'm going to start the question that.
Listen.
But then I can look at, obviously the big one is what's his name? Your boy, the Chelsea boy. Like what was that, right? And the lack of signing a striker. I said this 1,000 times.
So it's not.
Goal scorer.
It's not the signings. It's the amount of signings he hasn't made. Because you've not given me no negatives. So what's the negatives of his signings?
So, I'm telling you. You're trying to narrow it down to just signings. I'm telling you that when you see your team did not win the league last season, and now you have the window to make signings to help you win the team, what did you do? That's what I'm questioning.
Bro. This is where now when I tell fans what. So let me ask you what closing the gap on Man City is in terms of signings. You just said it. What was it? A striker? What striker now? What striker now that's guaranteed 25 goals? Yeah, at that point was gonna leave their current club and then come join Arsenal. Tell me who was available that Arsenal. And remember. What? No, listen. Remember, we're trying to close the gap on City because remember, Liverpool have a 25 goal plus player, which is Salah, which is Mo Salah. So they are already covered. Haaland, they're covered. Harry Kane, but obviously he was at Spurs, but he left. So now, what striker is available, yeah, that is willing to leave their current club, join Arsenal, in the hopes, not even a guarantee. Like we're not telling strikers that's gonna come Arsenal, you're guaranteed. No, it's come join us and we're in and amongst the pack with Liverpool and Man City. So when you say his lack of striker, bro, the striker market is on its legs right now. No, there is no strikers. That's why they call it Ivan Toney 100 million. Ivan Toney 100 million. Osimhen 150.
Why gotta throw shit to Ivan Toney?
Like no, it's not. Listen, Ivan Toney's good, yeah, but bro, 100 million. Like boys, listen.
I don't.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But
he's good, but he ain't 100 million good. Yeah. Is Højlund 70 million pounds worth good? No.
I mean, it's better than nothing though. But it's better than nothing though.
No,
what do you mean? He has one goal.
The striker market is highly inflated. The striker market is highly inflated.
I ain't taking that. You know what? I'm not gonna get distracted.
He has one goal, bro. But listen, I'm saying, listen, the reason you spend that much money, the reason you lot spend that much money was to secure him for the long term.
Correct.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Correct.
So we right now can't go for a striker that we need a striker that's ready made. We don't need a striker that needs a year or two to gel. That won't help our players. That won't help Saka. Think about it. We need to get a striker, yeah?
So what decision did he make?
Let me lie. We need to get a striker that is an experienced head, yeah? That he's not looking at Saka on what to do. Saka should be looking at him. Martinelli should be looking at him. Like, we need someone who has that killer instinct, yeah, and that is you can only find that from world-class strikers. And bro, right now, unless you got 200 M's to fork out for an Mbappe, and that's if he wants to come to you, I don't know who we're gonna get.
You're looking at
there's one or two strikers.
Of the elite, bro. You're looking at
but that's what we know. But that's the gap. But that's the gap. No, but listen to me. No, bro. No, if you want to close the gap on City in an attacking sense, that's what you need. You need an elite striker. Haaland is an elite. Haaland is elite. Mo Salah is elite. Who are we getting to compete with them guys? That's what I'm asking you, and you're telling me no one.
All right. Can I answer? So my thing is, right? So if you know that there's no elite striker that's gonna guarantee you 20, 30 goals, right? And you still want to go for the league the next season. But then forfeit. Then why start the season by saying, I don't have a striker to score me the goals. I'm not going to win the league.
No, he should have got another winger. He should have got another winger. He should have.
So my point is then, right? If you realize that you're
Or
missing
another
that. You're missing
midfielder,
that players, right?
like another goal
Right?
scoring
Why
midfielder. I'll say that.
you know that you're missing that. You need the goals, bro. I'm not buying this that you need to have a 30, 34, 40 goal scorer, right? You need
Bro, but
someone
you
that's
could
gonna
supplement
guarantee
it
you
with
score
other.
you goals.
No, but bro,
They can
if you don't
there
get, if
has
you
to be
don't, no,
strikers
but
out
brother,
there, bro.
no, but my G, I hear what you're saying. But if you can't, so if your problem is A, which is a striker, and there's no one available, fixing it is B, so you get other players in positions like Spurs did because they lost Harry Kane. What did they go do? They got Edmund
Brendan
Johnson.
Johnson.
He's a winger.
Yeah.
What's his name? Fink came back from injury. My man. Um, Richarlison. Sorry. So then that's someone else
Exactly.
that they got. So
Yeah.
you see, our problem was
So what did
no
Arteta went and got someone who showed that he doesn't score goals, and
who.
Kai Havertz.
No, but
Kai Havertz
no,
has
no.
shown you that he
Okay,
doesn't
you
score
see,
goals. So
okay.
what's
You
the
see with Kai, no, but
what's
you see, no, but listen. There is no problem in the sense of the Kai Havertz transfer. The only issue with that transfer was he should have not been the only person coming in. I don't look at that Havertz transfer and say, oh, that is 60 million literally down the drain in the sense of if you was gonna get a midfielder that goes forward, you might as well have went and spent that money on another winger and then just promote one of the guys through the youth system or whatever and then chuck them in. But no, what did he do? We literally got Havertz, Rice, which is Timber, and the Avid Raya. That's the 4 signings he's made last summer. We needed at least in that summer 6 players. And when I say 6, is we needed another winger because Trossard, we know he's not a goal scoring winger. We knew that from last season. He's not, he chips in goals here and there, but he's not a goal scoring winger. Would you say that Martinelli is a goal scoring winger? No, you wouldn't. The only guy that really got us goals last season out wide was Saka. Yet again, this
Biggie, I
season,
feel like we all knew this, and I feel like
no,
this is all
exactly. No,
knowledge
but
though.
so that's why I said I'm not blaming, like, come 20 games in at the end of the season right now, yeah, I can pinpoint games where I blame the players. But everything that's happened right now is Arteta's fault. And that's what I'm saying. When you're asking me about Saka's form and this guy's form, it's like, bro, I don't care. Like, you're asking me the wrong questions. If you really want to know what I think, ask me the right ones. Ask me about the manager who's making the mistakes.
Let me ask you that
Ask me
question then.
about Jesus, who coming up interviews telling me I can't score goals, bro. Just shut your mouth if you can't score goals, bro. Don't be telling the world you can't score goals. Now centre backs
Let me
know
ask
you
you that
can't score
question then,
goals.
bigger. I wanna know
You're
if you are
idiots,
going
man.
to judge Arteta's performance this season, right? Yes, I say that the game, the season ends now and you guys finish, second or third, whatever it may be, right? How would you judge Arteta's season, right, based on that result? Like anything besides winning, right? What were your opinion on Arteta's, rating or performance this season? How would you feel about that, him?
Well, shit, listen, anything below third, like I said, we have to finish top 3, innit?
Yeah.
So anything below
Let's say you
third,
land either
then
second or third.
second or third, give with no trophies, I'm giving him like a D minus. Yeah, there's no point. I'm not gonna get gassed about something that we could have gotten under Arsene Wenger. Like, we need to start winning trophies, cups. These guys need to learn. These guys need to have that feeling of winning, learning that feeling of getting over the line. And that's the issue we have right now. Our players don't know how to win and how to feel that reward at the end of winning. So this is why I hated the fact that we rotated for the League Cup. I hated the fact that we now we got Liverpool in the FA Cup. Shit, we could be out of that, man. So now, if we are out of that, we're only in 2 competitions for the rest of the win, because the FA Cup comes back first week of January, so it's next week, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. The FA Cup is back, but we'll figure that out. If we get out the FA Cup, yeah, bro, we're only in 2 competitions left. You have to leave with something. Scumbag 1-0 in the Champions League to the final. I don't care. 0-0s, 5 at the back. But you have to leave with something. If you don't, listen, I don't think he will lose his job personally. And that's only because Ancelotti's not leaving Real Madrid. If he was, then we could have done something over there, best believe. But I don't think he's and I don't think they're gonna fire Arteta.
I like that answer. I like that answer because I think it would be harsh to judge Arteta. I think if you guys win anything, like whether it's the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, any silverware you guys win, and finishing second or third, I think it's a solid season for us. I think it would be harsh to judge Arteta off of not winning the Premier League. And the reason why I say that,
100%.
Yeah, I feel like the expectation of winning the Premier League came off of Arsenal's surprise performance last season.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
And I think that was Arsenal finishing beyond their scope. Not to this Arsenal.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like what happened last season was beyond the norm for Arsenal. And that 100%. As that excited fans and surprised fans,
we should have actually finished like in normal scheme. It should have been us finishing fourth. Then
exactly,
we just okay.
So
cool.
That's why disagree, bro.
That's why it may not be you in particular, but I fault Arsenal fans for setting expectations for Saka and Arteta. They should be this now, right? So if you're walking into this season expecting Arteta to win because the only way that's possible is if City have a very bad season and to very bad standards where now they Arsenal can surpass them. The only team that can beat City toe for toe, neck for neck right now, I see realistically, is Liverpool. And you mentioned this because they have those players, Salah's, but it will still be hard.
I've been telling Mohamed. I remember I told Mohamed start of the season, don't sleep on Liverpool. It's going to be even harder. And they said, nah. I said, no, Liverpool have the know-how. They know how to do it.
I think if let's say City does what their standard is, right? They perform to their standard and they get, let's say, 90 plus points. I think the only team that can rival that, right, would be Liverpool basically playing not bad, but playing their standard, but a little bit better, right? Having a little bit of a good season, a little luck, they can surpass City like that, right? For Arsenal to do it, it will require City to play bad. And
hold on.
I don't think Arsenal can do a title race with City. I think Liverpool's the only team realistically that can compete with City in a title race and have a standing chance. So I think it would be harsh to judge Arteta. I think Klopp is the only one you can judge. Hey, you didn't win the league. Now we should draw questions for Klopp. Do Liverpool need a different change in leadership? I feel like that's the new expectation.
All right, let me jump here real quick. So we got 5 people watching here so far, man. Appreciate everyone that's watching, man. Let's like up the video. We got 1 like. Let's get at least 5 likes. Oh, that was just dropped off, but he might come on. All right, so let me just read some comments here, man. Ever is saying previously when we talk about Højlund, he said Højlund is 20 years old. He said Reece Nelson is older than Højlund. He's saying also Jesus has 3 goals. And a big thing I want to talk about is what Ever is saying here, right? So he's saying I disagree with Arsenal fans saying they were. I mean, y'all be throwing him in there like he's the magic card, man. So
man. Yeah,
Arteta loves throwing him in there.
He's a backup,
but Everett said I disagree with Arsenal fans saying they were going to win the league. Now they're switching sides. That's why I don't take them seriously. If this was United, I would have said we're going to win the league. And I agree with the premise of what he's saying, right? So I think what he's saying here is mentality. Last season, the big thing that I didn't believe Arsenal were not going to win the league is because of mentality. When I looked at that team and the games that they needed to win when the pressure was on to win the games, they couldn't muster. They folded, right? But Dawes is saying that last season pressure. I completely disagree with that, bro. If you've gone through that experience last season, I can accept that. This is new. This is new for Arsenal. This is new territory. You lost Aubameyang, a lot of new players, blah blah blah. Like I can accept the fact that this is inexperienced. They don't know how to win the league. I agree with that. But this season, bro, I completely disagree with that, bro. You cannot use that excuse anymore. You've gone through Arsenal last year finished second. You finished second.
Did we win the league?
No, let me finish. Right?
Did
You
we
cannot
win the
use
league?
inexperience. It doesn't matter. You didn't win the league because of the mentality. I would say
So wait.
that.
So now let me ask you: when Liverpool were in the title race and they didn't win it the first year, and they didn't win it the second year, and they didn't win it the third year, did you go to them in their first year of being in the competition? No excuse. You don't have to go win it next year.
Yeah, 100%. We'll call they
And then
bottled
okay,
it.
yeah.
But what I'm
So
saying
then,
is that accept the responsibility.
So then wait.
Y'all
So then wait a minute.
y'all running away from the responsibility. That's what I'm saying.
So if
That's
it's taking
tap.
Liverpool,
That's tap.
if it's taking Liverpool 3 years, yeah, from the first time they were in a title race to win it, then wait a minute. So you as rival fans need to relax. Give up. Let these guys cook for 3 years, like you gave Liverpool, and come back to us.
We didn't give them 3. Listen, it took them 3 years. But there's two things, right? Arsenal are not accepting the responsibility, right? So
what's the difference?
It's not exact format that Liverpool took 3 years. Arsenal going to take 3 years to win the league. That's not the format. What I'm saying is the mentality.
So what's
the
format
about,
then?
Right? No,
so
we're not talking about the format.
I'm talking about.
We're talking. You change it.
Tell me the format of how to win.
There's no format.
So then why all of a sudden?
Because you're not listening to the point where I'm talking about mentality and experience, right? Last season, I was told that.
So where is Man United?
A brand new utility.
So what's your mentality?
You're deflecting.
No, it's not, bro.
We'll get to a Man United. The Man United is next. We'll get to the Man United topic, and I'll happily talk about that, right? But right now, last season, Arsenal fans told us that this is a new territory. This is, like they don't have the experience to go through this, but they're gonna push for it. And fine, you guys did. Like that was saying, it was phenomenal, bro. Arsenal showing that we all expected Arsenal to be 6, 7, 8. I accepted them to be 8, but they came out and they overperformed, right? And it was the first time that Arsenal team was going through a title challenge. I accepted that. I saw the deficiency in their mentality. But this season, you cannot tell me that you don't know what it is to be in a title challenge. You went and got Declan Rice. You went and got Kai Havertz.
Was Kai Havertz in a title challenge? Was Declan Rice in a title challenge?
So because they didn't in a title challenge, that's why you losing?
No, you said in your statement.
I'm saying that you improved. Improvements.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No. You've just said,
okay, go ahead.
You were in a title race last season, and now you've got Declan, and now you've gotten Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
Was Declan Rice in a title race last season? Was Kai Havertz in a title race last season? You're making it seem like we went out and signed Gundogan, Leo Messi.
I agree with Bigger. I think it's fair.
No.
I agree with Bigger. I think it's fair to say it's fair to say that Arsenal finished. Wait. Last season, Arsenal finished with 84 points, right? I think the only thing that's fair to say is, they should either get the expectation is if they finish anything this season with more than 84 points, I think yes, you can make an argument that now they've done that. They should finish this season with more than 84 points. But to say that they were in a title race, now therefore they should be scrutinized for not winning it, this season is kind of crazy.
Bro, that was giving you out. Listen, I'm not saying.
No, I'm just saying that to me, that's kind of crazy, bro.
Nah, that's fair. That's you, right? But what I'm saying is, right, let me ask you this.
They should get more than 84 points, I agree.
Did Declan Rice improve the Arsenal squad? Yes or no?
The squad, yes, he's improved the squad.
So that's the point I'm making. So when you have last season, you bring in a player that improves your squad. That's a fair comment.
Wait a minute. So now let me ask you: has the loss of Granit Xhaka improved the squad? Yes or no? Has the injury of Thomas Partey improved the squad? Yes or no? So when you're asking me questions about a player, bro,
okay,
so many players. So many players.
I don't think we can use injuries though. Injuries is part of the game.
Who the fuck is this?
That's Mendo, bro.
I
invited him to the pod.
It's
but wait. If
you're
saying I can't use injuries, why am I hearing United fans tell us the reason that they're so bad is because they have injuries? So why was it Chelsea fans for the whole of last year when they were absolutely pants? What did they tell us? Injuries.
Just because someone else says it doesn't mean it's right though. It's not a valid point. It's part of the game, bro.
No,
They're just wrong. That's all.
exactly. No, but listen.
So you can't use injuries. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. But when you so then okay, now answer my question. I'm not using injuries. Was the loss of Granit Xhaka was that an improvement or was it not? Or was it a thing to our squad?
It was detrimental.
Did it make our squad
losing
Did
a
it
player
make our squad better or did it make it worse?
It made it worse.
Losing. Thank you. So when you say to me, oh, that's because we have Rice, now we have to be. Listen, Rice is a DM. Rice can't. We saw this today. He can't build. He can't tiki-taka. He can't thread the line. He can't pick the pass. He can, but he can't do it consistently. Let me say that. That's everything that Granit Xhaka could do.
They're playing him out of position.
He played in the 6 today. He went out of position.
The reason why I'm saying Arsene Wenger
for Arsenal. Yeah, for Arsenal, he's out of position.
That's what I'm saying. He's playing in the wrong position. So that's the only reason. Xhaka, basically, Rice was Xhaka's replacement. The fact that Thomas Partey is not in your team is what's killing you guys.
We know.
So Rice is actually a replacement for Xhaka, if I'm being honest. Nah, I'm in the car. That's right. But I'm saying the reason why Declan Rice is actually the replacement for Xhaka. If I'm being honest, he actually is the perfect replacement for Xhaka. Your problem is you guys need an actual DM that can stay. Because right now, Declan Rice is not an anchor player. He's never been an anchor midfielder, but that's where they're playing him right now. If you look at your team, that's where they're playing him, and then Zinchenko comes in the middle to play with Declan Rice.
And it's not working.
So Mindo, you missed the question. Yeah. So what we're discussing is we're trying to determine if it's fair or if it's the right thing to judge Mikel Arteta off of not winning. Can we fault Mikel Arteta for not winning the Premier League season this year? Right, because of last year, the expectation set, right? So Bika and I think we're kind of on the same thing. I think it's tapped to say Arteta should have won the league, should win the league this season.
He shouldn't
and
win
we can
the league,
criticize him for not winning the league this season.
You can't
because of what happened last season, because he signed all these players.
Bro.
He should have a better.
I'm saying you can criticize him for not winning the league. Yeah. I'm not saying it's 100%. Like you can't say like he has to win the league. No one is saying he has to win the league because they're not.
Can we criticize him for not winning the league?
Yeah, of course 100%, you can criticize him for not winning the league.
I think that's tap though. Like, it's Arteta. Like, this is Arsenal.
It's because one just shows.
Like, I don't even think the Arsenal board that pays this guy's salary expect this man to win the season. That's crazy.
It's not about, for example,
not this season.
Last season, right? You're in the title race, so you've already set the bar high, correct? We can all
but they last season was them.
Forget that.
Finishing above and beyond. That's not a norm.
It's his 5th season.
But bro, that's like
5th season, by the way.
You can't start something. It's kind of like when you're in a relationship.
5th season.
This guy says it's kind of like getting into a relationship.
No, it's kind of like being in a relationship. You can't show like the girl one thing. This is how you're gonna be, and then once you get the girl, you stop doing the things that you were doing before. You've already set the bar high, like expectation. So you got to keep it up. So it's bro.
Hey, tune into Facts Podcast for relationship advice.
You don't want him, like he doesn't have to win the league. Like it's not a must because everyone thinks City's the favorite. But can you criticize him if he doesn't? Yes, bro. Like easily. One also because he's not playing the right formation. I believe that's best for Arsenal, and that's why
100%.
Because he's not playing the right formation right now, bro. Like Zinchenko.
I was gonna say we've played better when we've had Jorginho in there with Rice, but it's just the fact that Jorginho ain't got legs.
Exactly. That's a huge problem. No, it's a huge problem. With Jorginho play. You guys need to this transfer window. If you guys don't buy a DM, you're not contending. You're not contending.
If you think about it, everything it's for me, from November, I would say October. I've seen us linked with 2 players. They're both 6s who can build up play and actually do something. And I thought to myself, why is that? And then I literally watched us play the next game and I said, bang, there it is. Now I know. So many games. And this is what I say to you, bro. We are not like, and I said this to my cousin yesterday, and this is prior to us losing, and I did predict us to win. Yeah, me idiot. And I said to us, like, if you tell me 20 games in, only 3 losses. Yeah, I said that. Only 3 losses. 1 point behind Liverpool. I mean, that was the context I was given, and I said, "Oh, and we're not." And I said to him, "We haven't clicked. This midfield, they haven't figured how to play with each other and pause and what they need to, help each other like get better." And I said to him, our last year midfield, Xhaka, Partey, Odegaard, all those 3 players know each other's movements, and this is things, especially in midfield as a unit, you need to be be good in. No Partey this season for me is killing us, and that's what I said. Watch us when we play with Jorginho. We play better. Look at against,
but you're just open more.
But we're just hella open because Jorginho can't. His legs cooked, bro. They're cooked.
And also Saliba kind of dropped this season, if I'm being honest. Like defensively, he hasn't been the same Saliba of last season. Because now, I would say Gabriel's your best defender right now. Whereas
Gabriel
last
has
season
always been our best defender.
Last season.
Listen, everyone likes the shiny new toy until the new one comes.
Like, no, facts.
Bro, Everett speaking facts in the comments, bro. Everett speaking facts. Go ahead.
In terms of like performance-wise, I'm not saying who's better ability everything. In terms of performance-wise,
listen, last season, no one. Best defender. Last season, I think Saliba was top 3.
And he's dropped.
That's the point I was making earlier, you missed this too, because I was trying to say, because look, Arsenal 4 games lost, 4 games drawn this season, yeah? And I was just trying to say that, compared to what was happening last season and what fans were saying prior to this season, right? There was a lot of hype around, there was a lot of expectations set and hype around Saka, right? And I just feel like recently, I was just telling Bika that I feel like recently that his form has sort of dipped, similar to what happened like with Rashford's form dipping with United, right? And then I was trying to tell him that, the expectations the fans were saying, what I was hearing from them was like, he was supposed to be like the Eden Hazard of Chelsea, the difference maker. I feel like their recent dip in form, the loss with either Fulham or with West Ham and all the games where 1 goal could have made the difference, right? Why didn't he step up? I feel like his low form has been dipped recently. But Bika seems to disagree. Bika's on the view that, it's a multifaceted of things. Team B, the whole, it's a much bigger issue than blaming few big players. Mohammed is in the view of like, you have your big players. If you're not performing, we need to be able to question your big players. Who's the leaders of the team? We need to question those people. Who the Odegaard. I
know United fan didn't answer me that question. Like that, fam. I said I'll tell to Mohammed. I know a United fan isn't asking me those kinds of questions about leaders stepping up. I know a United fan.
Listen. We always question. I always talking about people that I say you gotta question your players. We've questioned Bruno here 1,000 times. We've always said.
I ain't just talking. You think I'm only talking about Bruno?
I always look at the leaders. I've been here questioning Casemiro. I've been here questioning. But my thing is,
don't you go anywhere, fam.
Let me ask you one question.
Blood? Where's that overhead kick that he needed, fam, to do?
Listen.
Where's the other overhead kick that he needed to do to save the points against Nottingham Forest? Where was that, fam? Where was he soon, fam?
Rashford's goal came from that same Ginichi, bro.
Exactly.
I don't even know why you're calling him Ginichi, though. Why are you calling him Ginichi?
Mindo, so what's your opinion? Do you think Saka's form is dipped? Do you think Arsenal fans, people can point fingers at Saka? Do you think it's a fair thing to do?
You always have to hold your best players accountable. Like, do I think he's playing terrible? No. Do I think he can play better? Yes. He hasn't been playing the way he's supposed to be playing. But shit happens, bro. It's life. It's soccer, like. But I wouldn't say like he hasn't been terrible, but as a whole,
he could do better.
Attacking wise, they've not like he said, they haven't clicked, but they haven't like
something's going on. I don't know.
Bro, there's something missing. Even Odegaard, like personally, I think Odegaard's their best player, but that's just me. That's debate for another day. I think Odegaard's their best player.
You win titles by being able to get results despite having bad. That's
what I'm saying. I think Odegaard's
bad games. That's what I'm saying. And like
Odegaard
certain players are the reasons that get you those points, even if you're playing bad. That's why I give the analogy for Hazard, right? Hazard would get Chelsea a draw or that last minute win, even though the full 80 minutes they were just playing trash. He'll just one run, he'll make the difference, right?
Yeah, but
and Saka's supposed to be that for Chelsea. BK was trying to give him an out about age when you have like people like Jude Bellingham. You know, killing like people younger than
God,
bro. I'm just
it's not even that.
There are people younger than him who are doing it, right? So I'm trying to say to give him an out to say that he's young. That's we have Kobe Mainoo starting for United, right?
People and he lost 2. You're sitting in 7th. So what do you mean you have Kobe Mainoo?
I don't think.
What is Kobe Mainoo doing that you man got? Let me not even start, fam.
All I'm saying is right now, you can't use age as an excuse. You can't give Saka an excuse saying he's like 21 or whatever. That's not an excuse, bro. Jude is doing it for real.
Jude Bellingham, yeah. Jude Bellingham is playing for one of the greatest clubs in football. Jude Bellingham is surrounded. Let me land. No, listen. Jude Bellingham is surrounded by Luka Modric. Yeah, Toni Kroos, World Cup winning, Ballon d'Or winning guys around him. Yeah, don't get twisted. He's doing his business, but he ain't creating. He ain't picking up starting patterns of play for Real Madrid. He ain't the guy that everyone goes to Real Madrid. As if Real Madrid are losing, everyone's like, oh, we need Jude Bellingham. No, they're looking at the other guys who are there, the Luka Modric's, the guys who have a reason. Vinny, these are don't get it twisted. Jude Bellingham is becoming that guy, but Jude is not that guy for Real Madrid. He's comfortable. He don't have the same pressures in sense of being an individual like Bukayo does. If Bukayo don't play well, everyone goes, oh, if Saka don't play well, Arsenal lose. Well, damn, that's a lot of pressure for a 21-year-old. No, you don't think so? I
think it's Odegaard.
No, but that's what I said to these man.
No, I'm just saying for me personally, Saka is not that. Saka is a player that when he plays well, he's phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is like Odegaard, the way Arsenal plays is the one that usually just makes something out of nothing in your games.
He's
the like guy. I'm being honest. If you watch you guys play, like if you guys want like a piece of magic, Odegaard is that guy that does that for you. Saka is like a really. Who's a player that I can compare him? He's like he's so fundamentally sound that he doesn't really make mistakes. Rarely do you see Saka make mistakes. Like it's those fundamentally sound players that you give him a chance, he can do something for you. Whereas in Odegaard, you don't give him a chance, he can make something happen, bro. For me, I think it's Odegaard. Odegaard hasn't been playing well.
Let me read some of these comments, right? So Everett saying Arsenal fans always be deflecting. That's why they're never gonna win the league. Y'all are just cool finishing second and third, then stopping about winning. Then Kante said Arsenal will never win the league, bro. I can't even take them seriously. Coming second place doesn't do it for me. Then Everett said, bro, this is Arteta's 5th season. Y'all not giving Ten Hag the same excuses. The way Arsenal fans deflect. Hold on, this shit. The way Arsenal fans deflect, you can tell they aren't used to winning. Then it said, even with the season we're having, I still believe we can get top 4. He's talking about United there. then
Yo, Spurs are better than you. So where are you getting top 4? Villa are better than you. Where are you getting top 4?
If you want to cry about injuries, United.
Hey, there's an 8 point gap. 8 point gap.
Spurs are better than you.
It's an 8
point gap. 8 points.
Answer me this. But listen,
we have more injuries and fundamental players that were injured as well too. So
like who?
Casemiro.
What do you mean?
Yeah, okay, Casemiro.
Bro, I got a whole list.
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, okay, Casemiro.
Okay,
what do you mean? Wait,
I haven't had a defensive.
Because you were losing with Casemiro. So
wait. Don't do that. Don't do that. Licha. Lisandro Martinez. Right? We're playing Johnny Evans with Varane. Ultimately, the difference between Ten Hag and Oli, right? Oli Gunnar Solskjaer didn't have that CDM that can make the difference, right? We got Casemiro in, we got some attackers in, we got defenders in. So our defense and CDM position was working for us. We got top 4. Now we lost Casemiro.
Not hold 7 last season?
Huh? Last season with the defense.
Did Sandro not hold 7? Did Lissandro not get spin up at the start of the season? So
for
what
top
are these
4?
guys
No. How did we get top 4? It was Casemiro.
Wait. How
did we get top 4 last season?
Man's just deflecting. So in the season, no, wait a minute. So listen, this is why I love you.
Man, you had the most clean sheets last year, right?
Exactly.
Why was that?
Because we had Martinez and Varane.
Oh,
is it?
And Shaw. We had Shaw,
the defense was good. Why was that?
What?
So now let me ask you, United fans. In every single game you played last season, when you tried to play football, what happened? This season, when you tried to play... No, wait a minute. When you lot try to play football, what happens? You lose. When you lot sit back, counter, what do? You win. Why is that? Because your team are set to counter-attack. This is what you United fans don't understand. You talk about we're going to get top 4. My G, Spurs play better football than you. Aston Villa play better. No, Aston, listen, let's get it right.
On track. We're talking about Martinez. We're not talking about who's better or not. We're just talking about Martinez first, bro.
We get deflecting.
Okay. Lissandro Martinez, was he not in that same squad last season that were losing games? You gay or nay?
Yeah, but for top 4. Your question was about top 4, right?
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. You're saying you lot are gonna get top 4, my guys. There's already teams.
No, Evra.
We're not talking to you. Yeah, Evra. I'm to you.
I'm saying it. Mohammed is saying. I'm saying.
Okay, Mohammed and Evra are saying that. There's already teams. Yeah, there's already teams who are above you, who are playing better than you, who. Also, are we not forgetting Spurs have no Mickey van der Ven, no what's that guy? Romero. So they too have 2 of their starting centre-backs. Like you lot are telling me you lot have your starting centre-back out. They have their starting centre-backs out. They just got Bentancur just came back from another injury he just had. So when you tell me about top 4 United fans, not all, guys, there's already teams above you who play better than you and have injuries. Like you're talking at Arsenal.
Why are you saying teams besides Spurs?
Because who's above Villa? Aston Villa.
What happened when United play Villa?
Newcastle.
They're still
what when United play Villa?
Newcastle have with the amount of injuries Newcastle have, yeah. You think and they're still above you? Let their play. Oh, okay. You see. I love this game.
Bro, they even beat Man City, bro. What are you talking about?
Let me tell you why.
You're worried about top 4. Man, Chelsea, who we have been killing for over 2 years, are just 2 points behind you or 3 points behind you. You lot literally have Spurs next, yeah? You lose that game, depending on what Chelsea... I think Chelsea have Fulham.
Bro,
I think something like that.
Okay. The previous game we lost.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just
against
saying
Forest.
Okay, stop looking at top 4 when there's guys behind you.
I agree. I'm saying, yeah. Did you watch the game against Forest? Did you watch the highlights?
Yeah. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did watch the game.
We lost that game, yeah, because of our midfield, right? Eriksen right now defensively, he couldn't track back, right? He couldn't do that job that Casemiro does. You put most of the games we've lost this season, right? Has been a midfield battle loss. We lose command in the midfield. It's a shambles. We get caught on the break and they score, right? You put Casemiro back on there. That defense, you put Varane and Lisandro Martinez back on there.
Let me see. I want to see, because I feel like you were losing with...
Can I just say something real quick? Let's not lie, bro. Casemiro in this season was looking off. Let's not lie to ourselves, bro. He was looking bad.
I agree. He had a slow start to the season, but all I'm saying
is... He looked done. I'm just saying. Let's just remember that. He looked done.
So let's see.
Nah.
So start of the season.
Mindrizzi, listen. All I'm saying
start of the season, you had Casemiro against Wolves. He struggled.
That's what Mindo is saying. We're all
second game of the season.
Casemiro was
second game of the season. You lost. Yeah, against Arsenal. Did you have Casemiro? Let me see. Yeah, you lost.
Yeah, we did.
Against Brighton, did you have Casemiro? Yeah, you did, and you lost. So,
listen to me there. What I'm saying is
but what I'm saying is you've been losing with these guys. So
yes.
So now when you say to me, "Oh, we're gonna get top 4 because of the guys who we were losing with are injured and they're coming back," bro, the amount of injuries Newcastle have, yeah, and where they're at, yeah, is criminal. The man Newcastle had who was Lewis Miley prior to a month ago, blood. Nobody knew who this
I agree with
was.
you, but
Why
just hear me out.
Newcastle had to bring him
hear me out.
Man had Kraft. Kraft is 37.
No, I
But
understand.
Miley is nice, though.
Mindo, hear me out, yeah? My point is this. Earlier, when we had these players, we weren't in form and we were losing, correct? Last season, in the latter half of last season, right? We had all these guys who were playing well, they were in form. When these all I'm saying is when we have these men in the squad and they're set up the way we set them up last season, there's no team that's either ahead of us or Newcastle or Chelsea that's going to stop us if Casemiro is informed and the players that we have are playing, at the bare minimum that we know they can perform. There's not whether it's Aston Villa, whether it's Chelsea, whether it's Newcastle, whether it's Spurs. There's no one that's taking us off that top 4 spot. If we have those players back and they're in form, I don't care who it is in those teams.
Son
we're not missing out the whole
front 4. Son alone himself has more goals than your front 4.
Last season, like the second half of last season, was our team. I'm not gonna lie, was Rashford and vibes.
Yeah,
it was literally
Casemiro. Don't discount what Casemiro did for that team, bro.
I'm not discounting what Casemiro did. He was our most important player. But the reason
and Lisandro Martinez and Varane.
I'm not saying the reason why we didn't lose the games. I'm saying the reasons we're winning games, not losing. Winning games, because without them, we would have lost the games without Casemiro and Martinez. But I'm saying the reason we won those games was literally our attack was Rashford and vibes. He was unstoppable during that frame.
Hold on. We're getting sidetracked.
When Rashford died out, that's what happened.
Finish. All right, I got one more comment, but we're getting sidetracked on it now. We on Arsenal, right? Let me just read this comment by Kante. He said they improve every season. But when it comes to it, they will mentally choke away the league. I've watched Arsenal a few games, and to be honest, I still don't understand how they won this much games so far. And I think if you look at all these comments, right, they are a common thread for Arsenal, right? So, Miki, let me ask you this question. Do you believe at the beginning of the season, so far, whatever, do you believe that Arsenal has the mentality to win the league? Does have enough mentality to go through all the challenges that you need to go through to win the league? Do you believe that, BK, as an Arsenal fan?
We'll see.
So that's a no. Because it's a yes or a no. That's a no.
What you asked me is one of the most, I don't mean to be rude, but it's one of the most, patronizing things ever. Like, you're asking me about mentality.
The comments. The comments that talk about mentality. Look.
So what listen, I'm not looking at the comments, unfortunately. But when they talk about mentality, this, mentality, that, listen, winning has to either come in stages, or you are, let's say, you're fortunate enough to just be that guy. For prime example, Pep. But even I use Pep as an example. Remember when Pep first came, bruv, every League Cup, he was trying to win that. And everyone was like, why is this guy going for League Cups? Do you know why? Because it's that winning mentality that it installs. It's that know-how of getting over the line. Have I seen my players do it? No. That's why when you're talking about winning the league and the mentality of winning the league, I'm always hopeful. Yeah, I wish. I respect that. I wish, if we won today, mentally, I'm thinking, boys, well done. That's the mentality I need to see. You've not been playing well. Cool. You went away to Fulham. And then you're still in and amongst the conversation. Come January, we got a 2-week break. We regroup. You never know what happens. Now, I'm not really going to be too mad at them because at the end of the day, I have not seen these guys get over the line yet. So do they have the mentality? No, they don't. Can they? But can they? Of course they can. Of course, anybody can.
I think you agree with the comment. So when someone says in the comments about mentality,
listen.
That's a fair statement, because from what you're saying, because we're playing top football, bro.
But guess what?
The difference in games is mentality. So if they're saying, I'm also saying it, but also in the comments when they're saying that they're questioning Arsenal's mentality to win the game, that's a fair comment, because last season that was the question. But fair, there was that comment of inexperienced the first time they're going through this challenge in a Man City team that shows that they could come back. Fair.
But you see that question.
Now
But you see that
you've
question,
gone
yeah?
down, and the
That question, no,
comes
but you
again.
see that question. No, but you see that question. Ask those questions to Liverpool fans. They've been there, done that. That's no. Wait a minute, because you
everybody gets it.
No, wait
everybody
a minute.
can get it.
No, not anybody
Yeah.
gets it because
But we talk about Arsenal. But you're deflecting.
Okay, but if you talk about if you talk about Arsenal, yeah, if you say to me, do Arsenal have the mentality to win the FA Cup? I'll be like, yeah, why? Because we've done it. Have we won the Premier League in the last 21 years? No, we haven't. So do I know if these bro? Bukayo was Bukayo.
I think that's
a fair question. It's a fair question to ask.
You're running away from me. Hold your responsibility.
Wait, Biggie. I think you're confusing two things. Wait. Mohammed, wait, 1 second. Biggie is confusing two things. Yeah, there's a difference between can Arsenal win the Premier League or should Arsenal win the Premier League, and does Arsenal have the mentality to potentially win it? Right? That's a fair question. You can ask the question: do the players you have? Do you believe Mikel Arteta can instill the mentality to get these group of players to win the league? Can. That's a fair question.
But can he do it? I don't know.
And that's what people are questioning, right? Like Arsenal hasn't shown that you can trust them to win the league. They haven't shown that. But that's why we can question the mentality. You can question. I can.
Yeah, but this Arsenal team you're talking. No, but this Arsenal team, you want to give the mentality tag, yeah? You were only rating them last season because when the season fucking started, and I'm sorry, bro, you all sat here and told Arsenal fans you're finishing 6th, you're finishing 7th.
This season.
No. I said last season.
Oh yeah.
Before the season, exactly. So how the hell can you lot, yeah, come from believing that we're going to finish 5th and we're not as good as everybody else to 1 year, our mentality has to be the league. We have to do this. Bro, calm down.
Okay.
No, calm down.
Can I answer? Can I answer your question?
When you talk about... No, but listen. When you talk about... Listen,
that's not a fair point, though. That's not... You know why I say that? You know why I say that? Wait. You know why I say that? Yeah. No, wait. Mohammed, I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm just going to make the last point. I'll be right back. The reason why I say that, yeah, just because you didn't have the mentality Arsenal last season doesn't mean that this season you can't have that mentality. Let me tell you why. When Leicester won the league, the prior season, did they have that mentality? But while they were doing it, right, they developed that mentality that, hey, we can win this, and they went for it. The players, all of them, unanimously had that mental fortitude and that drive that, hey, we're going to finish this line. We're going to do it. So
how old was that Leicester team?
Huh?
That won the
league. That's the thing, bro. That's the thing.
How old was that Leicester team that won the league?
What, in terms of average age? Wait. What are you asking? Average age of the players?
In terms of average age, how old was that Leicester team?
Why are you always going to age, bro? This guy.
Because you talk about winning and we have a bunch of fucking kids. How are you telling me a 20-year-old Saliba is meant to win this fucking league and go up against...
What was the average age of the France team that won the World Cup?
What with Blaise Matuidi that was almost 30. With
you said
Giroud
average.
That was no. Wait a minute. With listen, you're talking about average age. I can tell you that France team, Hugo Lloris.
I'm actually gonna check Arsenal age. Now you keep. I'm gonna look at all the age of the players.
Yeah.
I love this game. I love how you.
You're making. Honestly, you're making it sound right. Yeah. Arsenal team just a bunch of 16-year-olds. Their balls haven't even dropped yet. Yeah, and now we're expecting them to go fight a war or something.
Yes, you are.
No,
yes, you are.
What are you talking about? Them Gabriel and
before you go to war, what do you do? Train, right? Before you go to war, what do you do? Train. So what training? What training do these players?
I'm saying, Mindo. Okay, wait, help me out. Mindo, do you think that we're asking a lot for Arsenal players to have? Like, I think all I'm saying is, if you're questioning players having the mentality, right? I feel like any tournament, any team should have the mentality, hey, we can win this, right? But to have that mentality, right? It's not easy, but it's up to the manager. The manager who is managing, that's their little job, bro. You're called the freaking manager of the team. You're supposed to get the players in the right state of mind to be setting goals and to be in the right framework of mind to win this tournament or to win this league. So if Mikel Arteta is not doing that right now, that's fine. But the question is, do you believe Arsenal or Mikel Arteta can get Arsenal to have that mentality to win the league. You're saying Arsenal haven't won it in 21 years. So it's ludicrous for you to expect them to have that mentality. I'm trying to tell you, no. Leicester, there've been other teams, right? Not winning it in the past, it's not an excuse to not have the mentality to go and win it. Some teams have the mentality to go and win, but they don't have the ability and they don't have the skill to go and win it. That's fine, right? But right now, Arsenal have the skill and the ability to potentially win it, right? But if they don't have the right mentality, they're not going to do it. Whose job is it to get them to have that right mentality? It's the coach, bro. So if the coach is not doing it, that's fine. But the question is, do they have the... The question was fair. I think the question is fair. Mindor, you can disagree or disagree. I'm going to be right back.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I think the question was fair. With the question. But I'm saying, how do you know the coach is not doing it? Because everybody knows how to fight until they get punched in the mouth, bro. They're two different things. Do I think they have the mentality?
Look at Man United. Ten Hag, our mentality right now is not equipped to win top four, and I blame Ten Hag. The reason why, you can look at that. You don't even have to be in the Man United dressing room, and you can tell sometimes when we're having those shades of form, those players walked out not even knowing if they're gonna win. They're scared. You can see that. The lack of mentality. You can see it bleeding through the screen.
Manager, bro. No, it's not necessarily that. A manager can teach you as much as they can, but if you don't choose to accept what the manager is teaching you, no matter what you do, you're not gonna accept what he's teaching you. So regardless of whether he's trying to restore the mentality or that mindset into the players, if that player does not accept or believe in what the manager is saying, it becomes nonsense.
So wait, Mindor, what players you feel is not listening to the manager? What Arsenal players do you feel?
I'm guessing all of them, because there's no way you can't tell me, because one, Arteta came from somebody that knows how to win. Pep. He stayed under Pep for a long time. He learned how to win. So you can't tell me the guy's not trying to motivate his players or restore that mindset into the players. There's clearly a disconnect within whatever he's saying or how he's saying it, that the players are not accepting that. Because you can't tell me Arteta.
That's still your as a
man. What do you mean that's your job? No. I can teach you how to fish, but you literally have to go and you literally have to go fish. Someone can't score a goal for you, but someone can teach you the sport of football, but you have to go out and actually do it. A teacher's job is to guide you towards it, but the only person that can take you towards your goal is yourself. So the teacher can only take you this much. Bro, you can't tell me.
No, I agree. Just yesterday, we were talking about how much these people are paid as managers, right? 4 million, 5 million. When you go to the big boys, 10, 15. Okay, look, my question is this. If you hired me right now, right? I'm as a manager to manage a business for you, and you had employees, right? And these employees are living. Now, I'm telling you, okay, the targets and the goals you are paying me to achieve. I'm not achieving it because, you know what? The people under me are not listening to me. Are you gonna accept that? As you're paying my salary, and I tell you as an excuse, but I told them to wipe the floors. And
Arsenal winning games.
Are you crazy?
Arsenal winning games.
No, listen. What I'm saying is, as a manager, listen, Patrice. I saw a podcast, right, where Patrice Evra and Rio Ferdinand were reminiscing. They were talking about Liverpool, and I wish I had that clip. It was saying, wait, listen. Evra was saying, Nani, it was one of those Liverpool games in Liverpool Stadium. Their home, it was a home game for Liverpool, right? And when you go to their field, you know how that gets with the atmosphere and the fans and all that stuff. Everybody talks about it, right? But the point is, Nani got injured and he was on the floor moping, right? And then they said Sir Alex Ferguson lost his mind. Like, get up. Like, this is Anfield. Stop effing about. This is serious business. Get up. Let's go back. We're going to get their heads off with their heads. This is warfare. Don't be out there mopping. That's a mentality thing. You know what happens when... Okay. No. You know what happens when a person loses his shit and everybody sees that? You know what happens?
Can I ask you something?
In these players'
minds. Can I ask you something?
Bro, we are not...
The other day when we were in the car, right? And we were talking about credibility. It's because it's coming from Alex Ferguson, so you can restore that mindset in those players. When Sir Alex Ferguson started, do you think he was talking to the players like that? Or do you think they were believing what he was talking about? Because he didn't have the credibility, correct?
Keyword started. How long has Mikel Arteta been an Arsenal manager for?
Did Ferguson win his first 5 seasons?
So for 4 years, you don't think 4 years is enough for him to
what do you mean it's enough? It takes time, Daus. You literally
are you
talked
not
about
are you
how
not
someone,
are you also not forgetting
the
that our
only
team
way
has
someone
changed?
can buy something is by credibility. A lot of the times, Arteta hasn't won anything yet. So in order for the players to believe that they can win with him, it's gonna be harder compared to if Pep were to come. That belief is gonna be different because Pep is a winner. Pep has won. If Pep can win,
he
no one
didn't
will
even win in
listen
his
to him.
first year.
What I'm saying is exactly, but it takes time. So, but they would still believe, even though if they don't win that first year, because he's done it. Arteta hasn't done it yet. So, and I think that's where that disconnect will take time. I think Arteta is a good coach. And the players are young. It will take time before they adopt that mentality. Right now, do they have it? No, because of last season, what happened, they could have won the league and they let it go. That showed huge inexperience. But that showed like the potential that Arsenal could be. If they continue with the same players that they have right now and Arteta continues coaching them, they can wind up like Liverpool. Like Liverpool, they win their first few years. Are you gonna say Liverpool players at that time didn't have the mindset or the mentality? Yes, they didn't, but it took time before club got them to win.
Let me read these comments and let's make some progress. Yeah, let me read it. So Stu MC said, Loris, I guess he's talking about the France team here. Hugo Lloris, Hernandez, Matuidi, Kante, Pogba, Giroud, Griezmann ain't kids. The Mbappe prodigy age knocks down the average age. So I guess he's talking about the comment Dada was saying. I think Stu's an Arsenal fan. So Stu also said Fulham 2-2.
He just understands that when you talk about winning major trophies, age does come into a factor, especially when everybody is under the age of 24 years of age, bro. Our oldest guy is Jesus. You take away right now in our starting team. Right now, our oldest guy is our goalkeeper. That's the oldest brother in our team.
Arteta should know all this when he was making a decision. He should have figured all this out.
Listen.
So I'm not trying to hear that now, right now. I'm not trying to hear that. Let me finish the comment. Let me finish the comment. We'll get to it. He said, I don't know if he's saying 2.0 or 2.2. He said Fulham 2.2, I guess. Did you guys draw the Fulham 2.2?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so he's talking about Arsenal results here.
We've literally got 1 point against.
All right, let me finish this comment. So Stu said
Fulham's game ended 2. No, Fulham won 2-1. Am I tripping?
No, but we played them at the second game of the season and we drew 2-2. So we have 1 point against Fulham.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about today. I was about to say, wait,
I
watch a different game?
So he said Fulham Arsenal 2-2. He said Arsenal Newcastle 2-1. Against Liverpool 1-0. Against Villa you had a 1-1 draw. Against Newcastle, West Ham was 1-0. Oh, I don't even know. He got all the numbers all over.
He's comparing our form from last season compared to so think about it. Everyone we played last season, we've played them this season and we've dropped points. So that's what he's saying. Like last season we beat Newcastle. We beat them 1-0, drew 0-0. We played we played Liverpool, we drew like last season, but we beat them the first time we played. So he's comparing last season and this season.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Stu, Stu know his shit, man. So Stu, make sure you subscribe as well, man. But he said all toasted Arsenal on the counter. It's Rice effect. Never happened with he said it's the Rice effect. It never happened with Xhaka and Partey. See, Arsenal boys, man. Y'all trying to turn on Rice right now.
No one's turning on Rice.
Listen, it sounds like it though. It sounds like it though.
Nah, listen, it's frustration. It's frustration. It's frustration. Listen. Nah, but listen.
You knew this the whole season. Why are you bringing this Rice comment right now? You know what I'm saying?
Can I be honest? Did you know what it is?
I'll take it.
Nah. He's staying. Don't worry about that. Listen. The thing
I'll take Rice any day.
Listen, the thing is with the Rice situation, it's not his fault directly. If I'm being honest, it's just the fact that is and I said, like, for me, this game that we just had is a prime example where I needed a little bit more from him, and maybe now I need to tailor my expectations in him, maybe, but I needed a little bit extra. In that West Ham game, you know what? You played against one of your boyhood teams, emotions and all that nonsense.
Former team.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you can. Look, Chris Wood went back to Newcastle. He scored a hat-trick against them. It's crazy.
Nah, but you can't blame Rice for that. He gave the penalty, but like y'all already lost the game.
Elanga turned up against his old team. So I get that. Do you get what I'm saying? So I get that, fam. Where's the Elanga background now, bro? You know what I'm saying? Where's the Elanga background now, bro? This guy. Yeah.
I ain't even trying to hear that. That's deflected. But let me finish Stu's comment.
You did have a bad game.
Stu also said he's talking about Rice again. He said he's finding the deep block for West Ham or England, but once again, like at West Ham, Rice gets done in the counter. It's jarring. It's so clear. Stu, I ain't trying to hit this shit, bro. Stu,
bro, I heard. Listen.
Arsenal's problem is not Rice.
When Declan Rice was in West Ham, he had a partner, a running mate that helped him with the defensive work. Rice can't be your anchor. That's what I'm telling you. They're playing him out, bro. It's like
he's an 8, man.
He can't be by himself. He can't play by himself. He's not that type. He's not that type of player. He's not. He can't be your blanket of security for your centre backs. That's not him.
Because at the first game of the season, do you remember, when we played Partey right back, and then everyone was like, "What the hell?" But if you watch the game, Partey was tucking in midfield. Why was that? So he could be with Rice, and because we had Timber that could help us. We got Ben who can, like, the way we played, the way he tried to play, let's say that he experimented at the start of the season, made me understand that he's losing Xhaka. He's bringing Rice to replace Xhaka in the because think about it. Let's say Partey weren't injured, or we bought another midfielder, or Jorginho had legs. Let's say that, bruv. Let's say Jorginho had legs. Jorginho and Rice could work very well. Why? Because all Rice has to do, he's not in the build-up play. He's not the guy that drops deep, collects the ball. He's not the most deep. He's not the sitting midfielder. He can just bomb up and down this pitch, just run around,
drive the ball forward.
Just drive that, just buzz around this pitch and collect that ball and keep it ticking. But when he now has to sit, it makes Martin Odegaard have to drop deeper and collect this ball. And there's hella space. So what does that mean? Jesus has to drop even further now because Odegaard's left that position. And what does that mean? Bukayo Saka's not as wide as he wants to be. He has to be. This is what I'm saying. There's like the only, and this is what I go back to. I criticize Arteta now because we and this is me. I saw this match week 5, match week 6. Why is it now only match week 20? And which is a good thing if we're being honest. That it's taking us 20 match weeks for the deficiencies to actually like be and like that everyone can see, not just maybe fans or like other sports people. But now that's why I said these next 2 weeks now, he has to think of a game plan. So for Arsenal fans, listen, panic. I was panicking on Twitter against West Ham, I can't lie. But the real panic stations will be after we come back from this 2-week break, how we play.
Head out, guys.
Appreciate you joining, Mendor, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, always welcome. Yeah, and let me just finish this comment.
I was just heated today, man. 2 losses back to back. Yeah, man. I don't know how to do it.
Zinchenko, I can't. Him, Jesus, Rice are all grown, experienced players. Saliba might be young, but he's been playing regularly since 2018 in Saint Etienne. Bukayo can't be using that young squad anymore.
Etienne. Name me one player from Saint Etienne, bruv. This guy telling me.
But he's speaking facts though. But he's been playing though. I mean, he's speaking facts. He's been facts.
Bro,
like,
he's been playing.
He can't
no. Okay. He's been playing, but has he been playing to win the league?
That's a different question. So let me finish. Okay. He said Kante said Saka is young too, but he's been playing quite a while as well. Then SC, I don't know if it's Sitting or Cham, I'm not sure, but SC said Chelsea is massive.
Oh, we know who that is.
I don't know what the
Yeah.
You only show when Chelsea win, nigga. When Chelsea lose, you be high and hiding. Then Kante said they hammered Rashford and Sancho if they underperform. So let's try to make some wrap up and kind of get some alignment here, right? So BK, you're on record for saying that you're going for the league. You cannot run away from that. Like we have it documented on the podcast.
From that.
Right?
I can say whatever I
like. So now it's January. You've lost games back to back. Man City are having Kevin De Bruyne back. Do you still believe that you guys can win the league after everything, all the excuses? Like, where are you right now? And what do you feel like is going to happen for Arsenal? Because for me, actually, you say first, and I'm gonna say my last bit, and then we can move to United. Because I have something to say, but
no, I don't believe we're gonna win the league, and we are gonna come fourth, and Spurs are gonna finish above us, and we're probably gonna even lose to Porto, crash out the Champions League, and I'm gonna be sitting here saying one game at a time, coming in within a month's time.
That's how you. I feel like you're trolling, bro. We being serious.
I'm not trolling. I'm being serious. Nah, it's done. It's cooked. It's finished. It's finished. Forget it.
So you're gonna be fourth?
Yeah. Like if we won today, then I could have been like, okay, let's at least we're still in and amongst, and we've kind of like, even though Spurs won, we've won, so we still got that little separation. But nah, man, it's cooked.
So who we looking at then? We gotta look at somebody. Gotta hold it.
Oh, everybody!
I'm here with Mindori saying that Arteta has played against Pep. Arteta has played against Pep. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? This like Evelyn said. I think this is 5th season. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Arsenal fans. Ablan Jai is telling me we gotta look at Ten Hag. Ten Hag.
Yeah, but this is his 5th season. This is his 2nd season being competitive. So that's fine. We'll move.
Nah, I'm just saying that. The same expectation, and I'm saying the same expectation that you look at and compare other players too. Y'all come here every day. Y'all talked about Ten Hag. Every day y'all talk about Ten Hag. This is 5th season, so the same level of aggression y'all come with Ten Hag.
Has spent twice the money. Ten Hag has spent in a shorter time frame compared to Arteta, near enough the same amount of money. We have spent more, yes. But like you said, Arteta's been here 5 years. Ten Hag has been here 2. And the money spent is as comparable as each other. So when you talk about, did Arteta's first season, remember, this is where you talk about the Ten Hag, and this is where the comparison is, which is rightfully so. Did Arteta's first full season get Champions League winning Casemiro and 80 million Varane and all of these brothers? No, he didn't. Do you know who we signed? Do you remember who we signed when Arteta first came? Willian. That's who we signed on a free. So when you talk to me about this and that, look at the players we had to. We bought relegation fodder. The guy that's on the bench right now. What's his name? Aaron Ramsdale. We bought Ben White from what's that place again? Brighton. We bought who we were told was a reject in Odegaard. That's who we bought.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. It's only this. Great, right? Think about only this season. We've splashed proper cash on 1 player, 2 player. Like, come next season again, yeah. If the same thing happens, that's fine. But Ten Hag has spent. I'm hearing all this.
Spending money is great. Yeah,
got 8 M's.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Nah, that's fair, right? But looking at last season, right? So what were the lessons learned from Arsenal from last season, and have you seen that improvement? Because for me, all this is excuses, bro. It's a lack of response. You don't want to handle the responsibility that comes with challenging for the league. That's all y'all doing right now. Is deflecting and running away from that responsibility.
If we didn't want that responsibility,
no, you don't. Y'all running away from it.
Okay. If that's what you believe, yeah, then no Arsenal fan would be as upset as they are now. So that's when you talk about we're running away. No Arsenal fan right now, if you tell them, oh, you don't want to hold the responsibility, yes, I want these. Listen, I would love nothing better than these players go and win this league, and I don't think it'll be us winning it back to back. Who knows? Maybe we might not even win it 2 years after that. But do I want these players to have that niche of being a Premier League winner? Yes, bro. Like, and if you look at it, this is what I said, yeah? if you look at Man City, the reason why everyone's putting Man City favourites and all that stuff, yeah, do you know why? Because Pep has refreshed that entire squad, yeah. But guess what? The guys who are new, they saw the guys who were there last season win a treble. So they're thinking, they're thinking, what? These lot just won a treble. Nah, it's my turn. I need to do something. So now they are gonna. But listen, that pressure and that mentality is something that Pep had to build in terms of continuously winning trophies here every time. Just any trophy available, just let me grab it. Let me eat. No matter.
But you see, this. That's what I'm saying. You know what? When I say hold responsibility is when Arsenal are winning, right? They were y'all celebrating. Arsenal fans came here, and they were saying United this shit. We beat y'all. Y'all celebrate. We're going for the league. Y'all talking to City.
Still better than you.
But when it goes wrong, y'all come out of excuses. I'm expecting. We're holding responsibilities to going for the titles. When the going goes wrong, hold up and say yes. This is our target. We lose a couple of games, but we're still going for it. We're gonna fix it. But for Arsenal, when it crumbles, everybody shuts down. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's why the question with mentality comes in, because you can lose a game, bro. You can not win a game, but do you have the mentality to keep on going? Y'all don't. When it crumbles, it just crumbles. And y'all done. Everybody starts throwing excuses. Oh, United, oh, Ten Hag, oh, Chelsea, oh, do this. Oh, that's all y'all do. Y'all just start throwing all these excuses out. Nah, nigga, face your front. Y'all going for the league, bro. Y'all competing against City and Liverpool. These are the people y'all looking at. United, I came here and said we're not in the competition. We're not in it, because I know where my squad is. But that top four, I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm not gonna run away from that. Yeah, we lost against Nottingham Forest. I'm not gonna run away from. We still going for top four because that's where we are in our trajectory. I'm not gonna run away from that. But for Arsenal, y'all going for the league, bro. Don't come and tell me y'all going for top four. No, you see, I say,
why are we going for the league?
Why? Because you told me. That's why. You told me.
Okay.
In this podcast,
what have you
said.
What have you seen?
What have I seen? What have I seen? Last season. I'm about to tell you. Last season, I saw a team that I expected to be eighth, nigga. I thought y'all were going to be eighth. But y'all went and got second, right? Yeah? And I said, you know what? Okay. I came here and said, BK, I hold my hands up, bro. I hold my hands up, because guess what? I did not expect that.
Season before that, what did you expect?
Nah, fuck it.
Bro,
you want me to know? Okay. I'm
gonna
ask you a question. You know what? This is a great question, right? In my time of supporting Arsenal, I've never respected Arsenal, bro. They've never showed me that they were the team that's a killer instant. Even from fucking Arsene Wenger, nigga. I saw y'all lose when y'all were not supposed to lose. When was the last time y'all won a Premier League, bro? Y'all been losing. Arsenal have been bottlers Arsenal are the biggest bottlers in this Premier League, bro.
Your years are coming up too, you know that, right? Like, this is what I'm saying. All this
y'all adding up.
No, but brother,
adding up, though.
Brother, you know this whole speech you're doing, yeah? Can I just say something? Can I just say? You know this whole speech you're doing, and I hear what you're saying, but you know it's currently 10 years for United, yeah? And wait a minute. No, that's fine. No, we are adding. No, listen. We are adding the numbers. That's fine. But guess what? And this is what I'm saying. I don't mind when you say certain things, but when you go and telling us about where this and where that, brother, 10 years of you right now, and if I'm being honest, I don't see United winning the league for the next 4 years, 5, if I'm being honest. So let's add another 4 or 5 years on top of that. So then now it will be 15 years. So then you see when the conversation now starts to switch on you. So, and I hear what you're saying. We ain't won it in years. That's true. So when all of a sudden you went from expecting us to finish 8th to now being in, because when we've always talked about the league, I've always said, I hope we can win it. I've never ever, when we've ever sat here, I always say, bro, I hope so. I hope. I've never been the one saying, yeah, we're going to do. No, I always use the word hope because that's just what I have.
Forest, what's the difference between Nottingham Forest hoping they're going to win the league and Arsenal? Anyone can hope.
We're like you got to hold the responsibility. You got to. You gotta hold the responsibility to go. If we're 20, brother, we're 20, we're 20 games in, yeah, and we're literally 2 points. Well, depending on how tomorrow goes, let's say 5. Let's just say 5. They win. We're 5 points with 18 games left. So why can that not be Oh, so now it's no more Qataris. Now. Say no more. Say no more. I see what kind of fan I'm talking to. I see what I thought you was gonna bring the background maybe next season. But that's it. No Qatari background now. Say no more. Say no more. I wish the boys was here. Oh my god. Oh my days, fam. Man brought out the gym. And I remember telling this guy, Jim is coming. I remember telling this guy, Jim is coming a whole year. And we sat here, bro. I was sweat, bro. We sat here.
He didn't believe you, eh?
Bro, the news broke, yeah, and I sat here. I was like, bro, you know Jim's coming. He said, nah. He said, I said, bro, Jim's gonna come, man. Like, and I said to him, you know what? Let's wait till, I think I said to you, let's wait till the season starts, innit? I remember nothing was happening, and then remember there was news, and then I said, "Bro, come on, you know Jim's coming now." He's like, "Nah, there's still hope. The Qataris are still coming." Wow.
He wanted that. He wanted the Arab money, man. He wanted, everybody wants that Arab money.
Listen. Sir Jim, NES is the second biggest company in England. You know what I'm saying? These niggas know what they're doing. These are proper businessmen. You know what I'm saying? They own the biggest, and their cycling team, bro. They are winners.
Yeah, cycling. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cycling.
You gotta deal with the cards you're dealt.
But guess what? You haven't answered the big question. You see the background. You see the background.
Oh yeah. Let's get into United. Let's get into United, right? Let's get into United. Let's get into United. My last thing is right. Arsenal, y'all disappointed me, man. But I'm gonna leave it like that.
They disappointed me too. Right. But listen, I could have told you this I could have told you this 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna read the comments, and Dawes, I'm gonna ask you to speak on United and what your take is on everything, right?
Nah, man, you spoke about my team first. I need to speak about.
No. But he's a guest. He's a guest on it. Let him go first.
You don't guess. Nah. So about team dead, fam. He ain't no guest. Wait,
Kante said no. It's City. I'm calling by your name. He said no. He said Havertz was the glue. FC.
Tell this guy. Yeah,
run away from you. He said Tufo running away from you.
Nah, Tufo, bro, it's sticky. It's sticky, bro.
That
was SC. That was SC that said that.
No, I know. You know who that is.
Yeah, that's it.
That's Seri, bro.
Nigga, we know who you are, nigga. The only person that's going to say Chelsea is massive, nigga, is Seri. All right, so Dose, talk to us about United, bro.
Talk to me.
How are you feeling? You know what I'm saying? Are you distraught? You know, are you Ten Hag in, Ten Hag out? Like,
I like that question. I said, are you distraught?
I'm gonna just say it straight up. I'm not a Ten Hag. I think saying Ten Hag out is kind of ridiculous. I think any fan, unless you're like some type of immature fan, every loss manager out. I think that's ridiculous. For me, I lost hope this season against the Galatasaray game. I think that Galatasaray game cemented, because that was a game where there's no way we should have not won that game. Like, we should have ended that smoothly and done it. And I think that game pointed out what the problem is, right? It's not a Ten Hag problem. It's not a player's problem. It's a combination of that. Ten Hag could have made decisions that could have killed that game, secured our win. The players could have, starting all the way from Onana. I think I remember.
Wait, what game? You talking about
happening right now? Yeah, where we have individual players.
What game are you talking about? What game are you talking about? The Galatasaray game?
The second game against Galatasaray. I think it ended 3-3. We ended up drawing 3-3 or something like that.
Yeah, that one Haaland scored a hat trick.
Started for the Fab, he didn't score no hat trick.
He scored a hat trick, but that game, I think let me pull up the because I think we scored first, right? Huh?
Nah, you did score first.
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, we scored first.
Haaland scored first.
Yeah, I think we scored
after
first.
20 games.
We were 2-0 up right? And it was just like there was no way we should have not won that game. It was just that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
so wait, you saying Ten Hag caused that? I don't understand your point.
No. I'm saying that game highlights. It was a combination of things, right? Players. So what's happening when United, right? You have individual players costing us games and costing us tournaments, like Onana. You have Scott McTominay, who will get you goals, but at the same time, he'll leak goals, right? It's kind of like, Fred back in the day where
whoa, respect Fred, man.
Nah, I respect Fred. Don't get me wrong. But there were moments where in the same game, Fred would score, and Fred would score, either he'll concede a penalty or he will do something foolish and they'll score. So he'll cancel out the good thing that he did. That's kind of what Scott McTominay is doing. He's like a double-edged sword. He'll score us a goal, he'll do something, but then he'll leak a goal, and it's pointless at that point. It cancels out each other. And Onana, and we're making some just ludicrous defensive mistakes in some games, right? Whether I think Ten Hag is finding a difficulty without Lisandro Martinez and Varane. He had Lisandro Martinez and Varane, which is working for him, right? And then when Lisandro Martinez is gone, I feel like we lost balance. Right? He tried putting Shaw in there. He tried mixing it up with Evans. It's just not working. And you have your hit or miss with Dalot. We just don't have a balance where players just like how it was last season. Last season, players knew their positions. We knew our squad. We knew what our best team was. We knew what to do. But now, without having De Gea there, you're never sure when Onana is gonna just fall down unnecessarily, and it's gonna be a goal.
So if I'm hearing you correct, are you saying that's a Ten Hag issue then?
No, I don't think it's a Ten Hag issue. I think Ten Hag can get some share of the blame. I would say it's more of a 60-40 at this point. I would say 60% it's the players, 40% is Ten Hag.
Flip it. I'll flip it.
Nah, you know why I won't flip it, yeah? You know why I won't flip it? Because I would blame Ten Hag, because I think there's certain mistakes that players are having that you as the manager should identify this and be like, you know what? I gotta make a switch. I gotta change things up. But at the same time, I can't fault him for all of those things. I feel like individual players have cost him games. I think Galatasaray was a perfect example. Like, I think Onana single-handedly cost us 2 goals in that Galatasaray game. Both Ziyech free kicks were completely Onana's fault, right? And that's just one example. That's been happening throughout. But at the same time, you as the manager spotting certain things happen. When you're seeing Rashford is not playing in the best of his game and you're still starting him, and Anthony has been a little shaky in some instances and you're still starting him, like, you need to be able to switch certain things around. You need to be able to identify certain loopholes. So I would say 60%, just because of the level of times the individual players costing the games, and that 40% is him not being a good in-game manager to be able to spot certain things, or even the squad that he selects. I would question that. Like, why are you starting Rashford at this point, right? Why are you starting certain players? Why are you setting up the way you're setting up when we've been playing consistently poor? So my position is, I think top 4 is a big maybe. I think we should aim for top 4. I think we have a good shot if the players we miss, like Casemiro and Lisandro Martinez, we're able to play Eriksen with Casemiro and not, or you know what I mean? Just things like that.
Whoa! Listen, why am I hearing Maino getting dropped already? Listen,
nah. Maino's cool. Listen, I'm just saying.
Casemiro,
Kobe is cool. I'm just saying, yeah. The reason why I fault, because I've seen this coming. I'm not a delusional United fan. I think the delusional United fans, yeah, are the ones who, when they saw we signed what's his name? The Chelsea guy. What's his name?
Mason Mount.
When they saw Mason Mount and give him the number 7 shirt, they were losing their mind. Everybody who posted Mason Mount on their stories, people were losing their mind. Oh, United, bro, we've done it. Fam, it was Mason Mount. This was a Chelsea reject. Why are we glorifying a Chelsea reject? So I think those are the fans who are going to be super disappointed because they were expecting big things. Me, I always was realistic. I knew we were not going to win the Champions League. We're probably always going to get knocked out in the group stages. Or if we get in, we're going to get knocked out in the last 16. I knew at best, like Mourinho said, with United right now as we are, finishing second, that is an achievement. Finishing second for this United team, that is like winning the league for me. So with me, Ronaldo, I think top four is a big maybe. If we win it, I'm happy. If we don't, I won't be surprised. I won't fire Ten Hag yet. I will give him some time to cook. I'll give him some time. I'll give him some time to get his his players in.
Them crazy where's he from?
I think it's disrespectful, to be honest. Not giving Garnacho the number 7 and giving it to Mason Mount at this point. I think it's kind of disrespectful.
100%. Yo, that number 7 is mudded for you lot right now. You know that. Just like our 14. Yeah. It's mudded.
Like the pressure, yeah?
Yeah, like
it's big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too,
yeah. But Mount has not played a lot of games. So I wouldn't even talk about Mount. He's been injured. So
I just feel like United are struggling so much right now, yeah? Where we can't afford to have like goalkeeper. We can't afford to be in a situation where we can't trust our goalkeeper to not make us concede when we need to win. You know how scary that is? Imagine, yeah, you're about to win the league, or like you just need 1 point, yeah, and then your goalkeeper just does something crazy, and it's been happening like every 2, 3, 4 games. Like, I don't know. I want him to succeed. He's another black man. You know, you want to see a fellow African brother succeed. You want to see him do big things. But, like, how many chances can we give this nigga, bro?
But I want to talk about something. So United right now, right? I think where we are a team of, we're not consistent, right? I told my friend hit me up, actually, for that Nottingham Forest game, say United lost me money. I'm like, bro, you should have asked me. I would have told you that United would probably not. We're gonna lose that game because that's how we are. We win games, and when the games we're supposed to win, we don't lose it. So my thinking with United right now is I agree with the statement that it's 60-40 on the players and on Ten Hag, because if you look at that game, right? Let's talk about the game, the Nottingham Forest game, right? I've seen clips that we always lose that cut where player run and cut back. We've lost, like, that's been a goal that we've conceded numerous times, right? And you can see the connection between
we scored that goal against you lot for the equalizer at the Emirates.
With Saka, I remember with Saka, right?
You cut back.
We've considered that game. We've conceded that game, that grab a goal numerous times.
All midfield mistakes.
But I just want to say, was it not against Newcastle where they scored the same goal like twice? Was it Newcastle you played? Yeah, I remember. I think that's true.
We've conceded it numerous times. And there, I will blame Ten Hag, because if it continues to happen, you have to address that, right? And people are blaming Scott McTominay. I wouldn't, and I've told you guys this, right? Look at the past. When Eriksen has come back, McTominay has been on the bench, right? That's fair. But he continues to come on because the players that are not doing it. So I would never blame McTominay, because McTominay is giving you what he has, and you all know what he does, and he gives you that consistently. Is that the other players are not holding up? They're not taking on that responsibility. Now, looking at that goal, right? That it's that space between
Can
the
you
midfield.
put names to that,
I would
please,
say attacking midfield.
When you say other players, from the goal I saw, it looked like McTominay's fault, but like
I mean,
what do you mean? Just in the sense of, like, when you say other players.
When I said not holding responsibility, I'll start with Bruno. I'll give it Rashford. I'll give Eriksen, right? Even that goal, I'll really blame Eriksen, because and I didn't see Bruno in the clip, but if you see when we lost we had a counter, we crossed, we lost the ball, and all the players up there threw their hands up and didn't run back. They just sat there and was like, fuck it, right? Then Nottingham Forest they had a counter. And then all the players, just the defenders that were there. Where's the midfield? Where's that tracking back? We don't have that. The team is not switched on yet. We play like we're amateurs, bro. We play like there's not that switch, like, the game's still going on. Like, we have to track back. That's part of the game. And when you see the opposite team is attacking your players, you have to track back. There's no sitting down and like, oh, fuck, we didn't score. That's how our team is right now. We're not playing at that elite level. We're not performing like that. We drop our heads, right? So I'm holding on. I'm looking at the players for that. I'm looking at the big players for that. Bruno, where are you at? Rashford, where are you at? Eriksen, where are you at? Where are you at in commanding that team? We don't have that. We're missing that, bro. So for United, I can blame Ten Hag for certain things, but I also have to look at the players. But the big thing with United is, right, we're in a stage now which it seems like the India's deal is going to go through, right? We can't fight that, right?
Seems like
They at least
that's he's hair blood.
well, it has to
He's
go
hair
through
blood.
the Premier League.
Nah,
The Premier League has to approve it. The Premier League has to.
Nah,
Until then, it's not official, right? So the
as much as it hurts, yeah, what Bika said is true. We can't play football. We can only hit people on the best. If you look at all of our good moments have come from counter-attacking football, but possession-based football, like just simply maintaining the ball, passing, pass. We can't do that. Scott McTominay can't pick out a pass. Like
it's your midfield, and I take it back to it's midfield, man.
Yeah,
your midfield's not set up. It's not.
I don't know whether to blame Ten Hag for that or to blame that, because I feel like as a Premier League football player, you should the basics. I blame the basics you should have as a football player is being able to pick out a pass, being able to maintain possession. You should do this in training. So Man United, when they're playing teams in the Champions League, when they're playing certain teams, they get, bro. When we play like Real Sociedad makes it look like we're the Real Sociedad.
Nah, Real Sociedad are good, you know. Don't do that.
I'm just saying though, but like
they'll beat you.
We always seem like the underdogs in games that we don't know how to play football.
Yeah, true.
And that's not right. Like a team can't be worth this much money. We can't spend the amount of money that we spend, right? And we don't know how to pass the ball. That's crazy. Like that's crazy. We can't always rely on let's boot it to Rashford and hope that he can outrun the player and score. And then when that doesn't work, we just blame Rashford. Like we need to be able to build up the ball from the goalkeeper, from the defender, from the midfielder to the attack. The best time I've seen us do that was that game against Aston Villa. We were doing that, but we were hitting them on the break, but we were at least passing the ball. But for United to play like that consistently, oh man, we would be a much different team, man. And I think Ten Hag has to be one to get us to play like that. But I feel like for that to happen, we at least need Casemiro back in the team.
And Kante said in the comments, what are these players actually training during practice? We concede the same goals game in, game out. How don't you address and fix this during practice? Which is a fair comment, don't think he has
do you know what it is? Yeah,
it's mentality.
I just want to say, for me, I feel like
bro.
It's mentality. It's mentality.
It's 50-50. It's a bit of everything. But I would say for me, your players, I feel like all of them. I don't know if I'm wrong. I just feel like all of them, when the game starts at 0-0, they're on it. When you go 1-0 down, it's a bit like not drop, but it's like they think, all right, cool, let's get it. But then let's say you go 2-0 down, because if you look at Aston Villa game, I watched that game and I thought, Rob, United are 2-0 down. I said, okay. I said, this is interesting in the sense of Villa. If Villa are as strong as they are, they go into that second half, hold it down 2-0, keep it gone. Because I feel like, and I always said, take where Villa are, the top three, so include us, Liverpool and City, give us that 2-0 lead, we don't lose it. I don't believe so. It's not something that I see. I don't see us going 2-0 up, losing that. I don't see us, Liverpool doing that. I don't see City doing that. The Villa, when I saw that and then you lot came back and I thought, okay, this is good, but Forest have a new manager, so it's going to be tough. And the thing about Nuno, he plays, like, Nuno knows how to, like, Nuno been doing counter-attacking football, so he started this. Like, he's been doing this when he was at Wolves. So we knew. So when I saw you lot go 1-0 down, I thought, okay, this kind of works in United's favour because now they're going to have the ball, but it also don't. But what I saw was when you equalised, not one of your attackers then turned it on, if that made sense. You couldn't possess that ball when you had the ball and you weren't doing nothing with it. And then you just got hit on the counter yet again. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, when that continuously happens, I think, especially in the game, just to say about the game itself, and your attackers, because tell me if I'm wrong, but I just don't think, I think none of your attackers were good personally, just in the sense of,
like,
I think the Villa game, that was a matchup thing. Yeah. Like there was no standout attacker. In the Villa one, I would say the standout was Garnacho because he had his moments and he took it. But in this game, I wouldn't say there was no standout player. They were all just kind of it felt like they were all going through the motions of playing, if that made sense. And that to me, I would look at the manager just in that isolated game because you go 1-0 down, you're losing for a while, you get 1-1. The momentum was on your side because I saw it. You lot started to get me. You started to try and play the football. It just never happened. And the substitutions for me, what I saw, criminal. Me, listen, if my manager did those substitutions, I would be going off.
You're talking about the Kobe one, right?
Yeah, I would be going off right now because you don't take in this out of everybody, you take off the one kid in midfield that's actually been performing, and then I'm sorry, you're chasing the game. Who does he bring on? Is it Regulon? This guy brings on the left back when you're 2-1 down.
I didn't even see the regular change. I just started hearing him on the pitch. I'm like, I didn't realize he came on. I'm being honest. I was like I didn't
you're 2-1 down.
Yeah, he makes saying decision that's just questionable, man. Like, why would you?
You're 2-1 down, and the only sub he brings on after that is Sergio Regulon. And for me, I was thinking,
but BK, that just shows that he doesn't have the players, though, right? Who was on the bench that he could have brought on? Tell me,
Pelestri and Hannibal could have came on. Listen.
Come on.
Van de Beek's on the bench. I don't care about the sub. Do you know what I care about? I would have rather, because I'm looking at it now, he put on Wan-Bissaka, took him off in the 90th minute with 10 more minutes to go. If you're gonna go for it, fucking go for it, mate.
I see. That's what I agree with you,
lad.
bro.
If you're gonna,
I agree with you.
If he was gonna go for it, why is he gonna put in a defender for a defender? Why don't you put in another midfielder, pack that midfield, bring in someone like Hannibal, who we've seen he likes to run around and grab this ball. Bring the energy.
What is that even communicating when you bring in another defender? My point, I think the perfect way to describe it,
coming to do in 10 minutes.
Exactly.
That midfielder can't do. That winger can't do.
Exactly. The perfect way to describe it. Yeah. There have been matches here where individual players have cost the game, right? But for example, what Man United would do is we'll get a goal, but immediately after getting that goal, we'll concede a goal. I think it happened with Arsenal or something. But the problem is the mistakes that happen, right, are literally repeating itself. Like we're making the same mistakes. So I'll blame the players for that 60% of making that mistake. But what I'm blaming Ten Hag is you're seeing the same thing happen and happen and happen. Like, how many times do you need to see us concede the goal in the same way or make the same mistake for you to try to develop a solution to fix that, right? If you can't develop a solution to fix the same mistake over and over again, you have to start taking blame for that.
All right, let me just read this comment real quick. So Kante said the team is just bad. Bad players like Delo, Wan-Bissaka, McTominay, Bruno, Martial, Shaw, Evans. Players like that, you're not going to win anything with those players. And he said, thank God we have a director of football and CEO incoming so we can finally have a system and actually scout players and make sensible signings. And I just want to touch on that last bit, right? I think with United, we now have an opportunity, let's say with this Ineos coming in and all the structure they're going to put in, right? And this is why I said we have to back Ten Hag, right? Look at the squad we have. Which one of those players do you trust? Let's say you sack Ten Hag. Which one of those players do you trust to build your future around? Rashford? I don't know. Casemiro? I don't know. Eriksen? I don't know. For me, I like Bruno. So I'll say, yeah, Bruno has the quality to show it, but he has to have, he has to have the back in there. Garnacho's still young. Kobe Manu's still young. Onana, I'm not sure.
Well, Bruno's 30, man.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. But
I don't think you can build a team around him.
I agree because you said future. If you said future, the only players we can build a future around, Kobe Manu, Garnacho, and
the thing. What's that guy, fam? I would say Onana because he's a goalkeeper and keepers can play till they're 40.
I don't know. Wallahi, I can't tell you if I trust Onana.
No, but I'm just saying, like, keepers can ball till they're 40, so you can. No, okay, so then the person should be Martinez, the centre back, Lissandro. That's the other guy that you should be.
Biggie, let me ask you this. Do you rate Onana?
Me, do you know what?
Prior to this season, did you rate Onana?
Nah, I actually do, but I always said I don't think he was good for United, if I'm being honest. I've always liked Onana in the sense of he's very forward thinking in the way he passes the football, and against us, which was one of the main reasons that he made that game tough. Him on the ball, listen. I think he's better on the ball than Ederson. If I'm being honest, I think
I agree with you. Yeah. So but I'm saying that Onana that was playing for Inter Milan, right? If you were told Arsenal, hey, can we Arsenal are gonna get Onana next season, yeah? Would you have been happy about that?
I would have, but do you know why?
Why?
Because we actually have a defense. And no, but it's true though. Inter Milan, because Inter Milan, the reason why Inter Milan was so good and Onana, because they had a defense, they had a structure. You lot don't have a defensive structure. I don't like only when Varane is there, it looks somewhat
exactly.
But
I don't even think Evans played bad, but I just think he's too old, man. Yeah, you can't make a future with Evans.
Bro, Evans is the guy. Evans is the guy that comes on when you're winning 1-0 and you need to play a 5 at the back, fam. And
exactly.
He comes on.
Let's get back to
down, fam, and he defends. Yeah. Nah,
so
man,
with the point I was trying to make with Ten Hag is right. If you're gonna sack Ten Hag, and let's say you are talking about Onana, you build your team about Onana. I don't think that's a good choice. I don't think you sack the Ten Hag to build your team around. The point is you back Ten Hag and you take out the players that needs to leave, and that's the point I'm trying to make with Ineos coming in, right? Because if you back Ten Hag, what the decision if you back, let's say you sack Ten Hag and you back, let's say Onana, whoever, you build a team around them. The decision you're actually doing is trusting Ineos to now take full control of that team. That's Manchester in itself. If you back Ten Hag, you let Ineos come in and have that structure behind him. Ten Hag, yes, it's the Dutch league, but he's shown that he's won. He's shown at United that he can pull out performance, win big games. Last season we won big games.
But can I stop you there? I feel like the Ineos situation I feel like it might not end as you might think it happens, and that's only because I feel like your problem was last season you weren't beating the big teams. A lot of them, if that makes sense. You wasn't. This season now, it's kind of been like, oh, the big teams is still an issue, but now the smaller teams are picking points off you lot. Do you know what I'm saying? So Ten Hag, but I feel like Ten Hag needs to. No, but I'm saying I feel like if Ten Hag wants to stay in this job, he needs to get that small teams back under control and pick up points against the big teams. Because then imagine end of season. I
would just stick to getting the points. However you need to get the point, he needs to get to the points. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But Ineos coming in, I don't think firing Ten Hag is a smart decision for them. That's the point I'm getting at.
I don't think anybody thinks that. I don't think anybody is like.
I think it's smart. I think they should fire him.
Ten Hag.
He lied on his CV.
Ten Hag lied.
He lied on his CV. He told us he can talk with dragons. He ain't Khaleesi. He lied.
Let's do fraud. Let's do fraud.
Can I tell you why he lied on his CV? Can I tell you why he lied on his CV?
Talk to me.
When have you lot played? And me, this is what I call it. I call it tippy tappy football. You know when you go tap 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 tap. You know when you see the passes, the Ajax passes. When have you lot done that? I don't see you lot at least. I don't see you lot at least do triangles. Like that's to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't even see you lot do triangles in the game. So if I'm not saying that, Ineos, who, if we're being real, you know, let's say, let me ask you two this here. New ownership. Let's say a report comes out that Man United have 200 million, 2+ player sales to spend. Yes, you've got Ineos in there and you've got your DOFs, whatever. Would you give 250, let's say, £1 million worth of players to Ten Hag, or would you let them, the people you trust, to bring in their manager to play their football and to give him their players? Like, and I'm gonna air quote it, like a Postecoglou. So imagine you get a manager in terms of philosophy, like Postecoglou.
I'm not hearing this Postecoglou shit.
No, I don't mean him. I'm saying, you see how against Chelsea 9 men, he still played that high line. Like a man that he don't change his philosophies. We don't do that. Arteta don't do that. Klopp don't do that. Pep don't do that. And there's certain managers, you know, they don't change the way they play. You have to deal with it. So would you rather bring that kind of manager and give him the money, or would you give the guy who has shown that one injury, he will change up the whole thing, bro? He will switch up the whole team if one guy's injured, bro. If one guy's ill, if Højlund, look at this. Højlund was sick. What did this guy do? Played Rashford and striker. Why? Rashford went to Gary Neville and said, I don't like being a striker. And then you play him as striker.
I don't like how you characterize that. And I don't agree. I personally don't agree with that. I think Ten Hag has adapted to the situation that's been presented to him, and that's shown as a great manager. He's made some mistakes. You know what I'm saying? He stuck to his principle when he needed to. I think Ten Hag has
I don't think he's done anything. I don't think he's done anything we can
okay,
rule
let
him
me ask
out.
you this, yeah?
Nah, he has certain moments he's changed. They said it. Nah, look, there's a difference with, like, he's adjusted. He saw that certain things he made mistakes, he changed, but there's certain things he's still sticking to. I'm not buying that. Bro, what's way of play?
No. Okay, from when he first came to now, what are
I want a big thing. A big thing is the defensive playing the left footer on in the center back pairing.
What?
Like, for example, having
we do that.
Martinez
come on, man, we do that.
No,
everybody does
that. That's affected which player plays. That's what I'm
everybody
trying to
does that.
Now,
he's had that structure.
So then why? Okay, so then why did he drop Varane in one of your biggest games of the season for tactical reasons, which we found out that it was because he thought Varane couldn't play left side of centre back, but then Varane came into your squad and played left side of centre back. So you see what I'm saying?
I think that shows that the manager sticks to his principles, but the player shows that he can still do it. I think that's just showing Ten Hag I'm sticking to my principles. But then Varane showing that he has the ability to play there. I think that's how I see that.
Here's what I'd say. I'd say Ten Hag hasn't. The short answer is Ten Hag hasn't done anything detrimental to the point where he's lost trust. He needs to go. He hasn't done anything well enough that this has to be our man. It can't be anyone. So I feel like he's in that sweet spot where, you know, he hasn't messed up that much, but he's done just well enough to earn him another chance. And here's the question I have for you both. If you give a manager, like, let's say, what's the budget, right, that you think a new manager or any manager, if you give this manager this budget, right, for whether a team like Arsenal or a team like United, right, how many years, right, once you've given him that budget, let's say 200 mil, I don't know, to sign players, yeah, how many years should you give him for him to develop a team that's a Premier League title contender? Right now, if you gave Arteta 200 million to spend, how many years can we then say, okay, Arteta, it's been 3 years, 4 years, you haven't produced a title contending team, it's time to go. Does that question make sense?
No, it does make sense, but I would caveat it and say, in the sense of Ten Hag, I feel like
he's a little newer.
Yes, but I would say in the sense of Ten Hag is, and this is when I say to you, because of the amount of money he spent in such a little time, the expectations in the sense of...
But you got to consider inflation though, because
Yeah, but that's your business. No, but this is what I'm saying.
No, what I mean is, you're saying a lot of money, but I'm saying in today's market, right, he hasn't really spent... You're making it sound like he spent a lot of money. And I do agree the number is a lot, but I'm talking about when you consider inflation, right? It really isn't a lot that he spent.
Who inflated those prices though?
It's people like Anthony, Jack Grealish. It's the market. It's just the nature of the market because of the shortage. You mentioned it right now, right? There's no strikers. So there's a shortage, right? So the market's already been inflated with like Jack Grealish being sold for 100 million. So players of that nature now, everybody's prices are spiked. So you gotta spend.
Yeah, more. But the thing is, you don't look at Jack Grealish personally, just in the sense of I feel like, you know, Jack Grealish was proven. Jack Grealish was ready made. Jack Grealish wasn't a player like a Højlund or an Anthony that needed a year or two to get used to the league. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jack Grealish knew what he like. It's like us and Rice. The 100 mil we spend on Rice, we're not looking at Rice saying,
look at the number of players he's brought in. He's brought Reguilón, Anthony, Casemiro. He's brought in who else?
If my phone drops, if my thing drops, I'll join back. But yeah,
I think he's brought in like four. He's brought in 4 players, right? So don't look at the amount he spent because of inflation. Just look at the number of players he's brought in. I think you can judge him against that because I think City, when they bought that year where they brought Jesus Navas, they brought all those people. I think that manager with City spent a lot and he brought in a lot of players. So if he flopped after doing that, yes. But I feel like Ten Hag, we need to give him a grace because honestly, he didn't bring in that many players, right? Don't just look at the amount that he spent. All I'm saying is this new ownership should say, okay, we're giving you this budget. We're going to give you X amount of years. And the expectation is by the end of this, you should produce a title contending team. I think that's the reasonable and the feasible thing to do.
I agree with that. But also, I just think that you have to just got to be careful because I heard reports where that Anthony was valued over like 30 million and Ten Hag wanted Anthony and wanted some other players. But then if you go and sign 70 million or have 80 million, that changes the expectation. And is that really Ten Hag? You know what I'm saying? I blame the ownership structure where if you realize Anthony now is costing 80 million.
Can I just say?
Right? Now, hold on, let me just finish this. If you realize Anthony is now costing 80 million, you should then ask yourself, you know what? If it's 80 million, this may not be a good way we could spend our money. It's just because you kept it so late. Nah, that's bad business. And that's where I look at the Glazers and blame all of them because at the point when you realize this price is too much, you don't go in and just spend the money. You go in, you say, you know what, we're going to hold back and, figure out other targets. What can we get that's value for money? So I'm not really blaming Ten Hag on that, but I mean, yeah, they can all hold it, bro. They can all hold the blame. I'm not even gonna lie.
But can I say, you see, with the Anthony, and we always, and I feel like that's the main one for me. I feel like the reason why you can blame Ten Hag for me is because remember, Ten Hag came in and said, I need this guy to play the way I want to play football. Because remember, and do you know what's mad? And do you know what's mad as well? Think about it, bro. This is the same. Remember, think about it. You lot went and spent 80 million on Anthony. Kudus was like 27 million. So where is the fact? So you're telling me Kudus can't play on the right wing for Man United? So you're telling me what? No. So listen. So that's why, in the sense of Anthony, yes, that is. And if I'm a business owner, yeah, I hear you when you talk about Eriksen and all of these lot. But in the isolation of Anthony, when he has been like Højlund, we understand. Højlund, he's young striker. The striker market's low. Yeah, but the winger market ain't low. There's bare wingers out there that he could have got for cheaper. Leon Bailey was Brennan Johnson was available. There's so many guys who are literally doing the same thing that Anthony's doing for you and probably even giving a bit more output that he could have gotten for cheaper. So if you're a businessman now do you trust this is where it's like Ineos now. Think of them as you now.
And that's where Ineos needs to. That's what you're saying right now is these conversations where Ineos, I'm expecting Ineos to come in and have these conversations, right? If we're saying Anthony now, listen, we cannot get this man for anything under 80 million. If we're still buying him, I'm looking at the board for that. Like, why you Ten Hag, you want this guy, but shit, if you want to go get a Toyota Corolla or a Honda or a Prius, right? and then they go charge you $1 million.
Yeah, but I think you guys are talking about the wrong. Mohammed, you're talking about the wrong thing.
Hold on, let me finish.
But you're talking about the wrong thing, though.
Hold on, let me finish. If they go in and charge you that price, then obviously now you have to look at the market for that price. But yes, you can blame Ten Hag for that. But these type of decisions is what I'm looking for Ineos to come in with the structure they put it in, having a director of football, having a proper CEO, having people that are football focused. I'm looking for them to help make these decisions. Right? Ten Hag is showing that yes, he has the capabilities to coach. He has the capabilities to perform. He's done it at Ajax. He's shown it glimpses at United. Now the signings and everything, yes, I'm looking for him to identify certain players. You look at people like De Jong. You could see what De Jong could do in this United team. You can see what
that guy was never coming. This is what I said.
But that's fine. I'm just saying that in identifying players that I can trust him for that. Now, how do they facilitate to bring the player in and the package they put in? How creative they get in? That's what I'm looking for the board to do. Personally.
But here's what you guys need to consider. Mohammed, because asking about Ten Hag. Should the owners keep him or kick him out? What the answer to that is simple, right? Because highlighting, we agree with Bickett. Because showing that Ten Hag's decision to bring in certain players that were poor, right? For example, Anthony, I agree. Based on his performance, based on his stats right now, we can all agree Anthony was not the greatest signing, right? And a manager can't control the amount that they pays for a team, for a player. What the manager can control is who he gets. If he knows this is his budget, if he wants somebody that's more expensive, within the budget that they gave him and the player that he chose, who the manager chose to bring in, we could fault him for bringing in this player if the player doesn't perform or match the team, right? You can't fault the manager for the team spending 98 million or whatever the team in. So Ten Hag,
I'm looking at the guy he brought in.
Exactly. And I agree with you that Anthony, yes, 100%. Look, Mason Mount. I'm the one who I highlighted.
But even with Mason Mount, it's early, isn't it? So we just have to wait and see. But
nah. Mason Mount's not gonna work out ever. I'm telling you. I'm calling this now. Until the day I die, Mason Mount's not gonna work out Man United at all.
No, but you see with that, that's the benefit of the doubt. And I always said, and we always say Anthony is the prime example because, bro, you spent 88 million pounds on this brother, so you're telling me you couldn't get a winger for 50 million? That's doing the same exact job that Anthony's doing for you. Do you get what I'm saying?
I agree. That's what I'm saying. He could have chosen someone. I'm agreeing with you.
Exactly. No, but
I'm agreeing with you. That was a fault in Ten Hag's decision. Where I disagree is, let me ask you. Where I disagree is, does that mistake warrant him losing his job?
Yes, it does.
No, what? What? Bro, one player.
You know why? Because he lost you, man, 70 million. You lot are down money, blood.
I think you're being too harsh, bro. You know what you're saying? Effectively,
okay.
I think you're being too harsh with that one. I agree that Anthony was a mistake. I'm telling you, he made a bigger mistake with Mason Mount. But what you're saying is, because of that, this new ownership should look at Ten Hag like, nah, I'm gonna trust somebody else with this.
I don't think that is the only reason. But I think if you was to have you see when Arteta got rid of Abba, he had a book. He had a list of his infractions. When you're writing down Ten Hag's mistakes, that Anthony signing, I'm putting it in blue bold pen. Do you get what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like that is something that man can get arrested for. Like,
but just like baseball, it's fraud. 3 strikes. It's 3 strikes, right?
He's had his 3 strikes.
What? Okay. Besides Anthony, tell me the other 2 that are in blue. That are in blue like that. In blue.
Okay. I'll. This is just for me.
Okay.
Jadon Sancho. That's just for me, innit? That's just for me.
That was not a Ten Hag signing. That was a signing that we wanted to do before him.
But I'm just saying of how, like, you have to look at how a manager handles situations, yeah? Because think about it. Abba, did we even know about his beef with Arteta? No. Do you know why? Because Arteta was professional. He kept it until he couldn't.
But Sancho took it online though.
Because Eric Ten Hag said in a press conference, yeah, he don't train well. He weren't picked. So I hear what you're saying.
Is Sancho blue though? Highlight like is that a level mistake?
Because you know why? Because it's created a situation, because remember, we had the same situation with ABBA, but ours was different. Because remember, ours wasn't about who's right, who's wrong. Ours was just, man, I hope they fix it. No United fan here is telling me I hope they can squash the beef and we can all be one happy team again. No,
because I think we all realize that Sancho is not it.
Okay. You see with that, you see. No, but can I just say, you see with that, yeah. Did you realize Sancho was not it before or after Ten Hag joined?
After, but that he came after Ten Hag joined. Like Sancho started becoming not it after while he was playing in the Premier League.
He was there before Ten Hag was there. But so when Ten Hag
was Sancho there with Oli?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think Sancho came with Ten Hag.
I think it came Ralph. Ralph came.
Sancho came with Ten Hag.
No, he didn't.
I think he played for Oli. I think
he played for Oli. I think he played for Oli for months, and then you fired him, and then you had Ralph. So that's what I'm saying.
But hold on. Let's.
Wait. Let me name the last strike. What's the last strike?
Oh, for me,
yeah. You said two. What's the last strike for you?
For me, the last strike is the football itself. It's fucking horrible, man. Bro, listen.
That's harsh.
Bro, okay. Nah, boys. United boys, please be honest with yourself. Do you enjoy watching your team? Like, come on, bro. No, please. No, please. I beg.
Okay, let me. I'm answering. You asked the question. Let me answer. I'm answering your question. Okay. Before we had injuries, yes, I enjoyed our football. After the injuries, I don't enjoy our football.
Okay, what did you enjoy about your football?
Before the injuries?
Yes, before the injuries.
Before the injuries, when we had Lisandro Martinez, we had Varane.
What did you enjoy about your football?
Like Mindor was saying, Rashford at that time, he was unstoppable. That whole thing was beautiful, bro. We were bagging in goals. Bro,
so it wasn't the football. Can I say something though? So it wasn't the
Arsenal game.
Wait. It wasn't the football. It was the individuals. Because that's what you just said. You talked about Rashford. You didn't talk about the way you played. I said, what do you like about the way you played? Because I can sit here and tell you about the way we played and what I like about it, and I don't need to name names.
Let me answer that.
Okay,
this is a great conversation. Do Manchester United fans enjoy the style of football Ten Hag is playing? So everybody's watching, drop in the comments what your take is, and let's go back. We'll come back to that. And I'll go back in the comments. So let's do fraud and player of the week. We're gonna throw that to the people. Drop in the comments if you're a United fan and you enjoy the way Ten Hag plays, or if you don't enjoy it, also drop in the comments and we'll go in there, we'll check it out. But let's do fraud and player of the week. You know what? That was as an honorable guest start for us today, man. Who's your player of the week?
Your player of the week.
Your fraud of the week.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Fraud of the week.
Fraud of the week.
Come back to play.
Fraud of the week. I'm gonna have to give it to I've heard a lot of shade thrown at Odegaard today. I'm just gonna give it to Odegaard. This is throw shade at Bicker.
Damn.
But I'm a say what's the other one besides the fraud of the week? What's the other one?
Nah, you do fraud. We're gonna come back.
Oh yeah, just do fraud. We'll do it.
All right, so your fraud is Odegaard. I'm gonna go next. My fraud was gonna be Odegaard, but since Dawes already took it, I'm gonna have to pick someone else.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna go to Arteta, man. I'm gonna have to give it to him because the same reason I said, like Arsenal, I felt like they've definitely made huge strides under Arteta. There's no denying that. But at the end of the day, when you get to that big boy level, you don't get plaudits for playing well. You don't get plaudits for trying. You don't get plaudits for do that. You get plaudits for winning. Right? That is how you judge yourself, especially when you start looking at City and all the people that are winning. All that doesn't matter. Winning is what matters. And when you can't win, you don't lose. That's the rules of winning titles. When you can't win, you don't lose. So for that, I've seen Arsenal's team, especially in the last couple of games. I haven't really seen how he really tried to wrestle the game back. I didn't see that in West Ham. You know what I'm saying? I also didn't see that in today's game against Fulham, especially because I'm looking at it where You see that it's going on. What are you doing to shake it up? What are you doing to get your team back and fit?
He did do that. He swapped out the left back. He brought in
little things. I didn't feel the change in the game. I felt like Fulham, it was easy. You know what I'm saying? It was easy for Fulham. You know what I'm saying? Also, with Rice giving that penalty again, it just kills the game. You know, again, I'm looking at the individual players, but from a manager perspective, I didn't feel that tide changed to Arsenal back. That's what I'm saying. I didn't feel that tide. If you look at City, when they're losing or when you feel that the game changes. Like now they're on the assault. They're going to get that game. They're going to get that goal. I didn't feel that for Arsenal.
Listen to me. So my fraud of the week, I'll give it to Burnley. I give it to Burnley. You know, came back 2-2. All you had to hold it down was for like a couple more minutes and you give away a last minute penalty. You know, in terms of I like company, so I don't really want them to get relegated. But now,
you gotta get sacked. Fuck that. You gotta get your ass back.
It's looking crazy.
I gotta be able to throw MB.
Now we need more black. We need more black managers, man.
Yeah, go manage the championship, nigga.
We need more black managers.
Yeah, hold it down the Champions League. I hope they get.
What's the other category?
All right, so then now we got Player of the Week.
I'm gonna have to go, my boy, the Bossman artist, Mr. Cole Palmer, my boy. That goal was crisp, man. I'm not gonna lie. I loved how he, faked the keeper, and then not only did he fake the keeper, but to have ice in your veins to be cold like that. He did the little freezing celebration. I think that was hard. How he faked the keeper and the defender, and he scored. So Cole Palmer for me.
I hear that.
My Player of the Week, I'm gonna give it to King Chung, the Wolves player.
Bro,
he's nice.
You always mess up my man's name, fam. Wang Hee Chan, fam.
Wang Hee Chan, bro. Wang Hee Chan. It's Hee Chan, bro. H-E-E.
That's borderline racist at that point.
I mean, yeah, a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You might as well call him. You might as well give him the same name Pep did. Wang Hee Chan.
Wang Hee Chan.
Yeah, Pep.
Wang Hee Chan, bro.
Pep just gave up.
Pep just him that Korean guy, fam. Yeah, we might as well call him that.
Wang Hee. Yeah, exactly. Wang Hee Chan, bro. Big up to him, man. Played well, bro. Nice goal, and he had another one, but they ruled it out offside, though, man. So shout out to my boy.
Damn. Yeah. Nah. Hey, listen, I want to give it to the one, the only, man. Starboy Langs. You get me? Running it back. Bodied. Running it back. You get me? That's what I like to see, man.
You know
Whip them crosses in against your former team, bruv. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. Listen, I love the fact. When I saw him crossing it, I said, Gibbs White, you better tuck this in. And I said, what?
Listen,
why is he allowed to play against us? Like, I thought.
What do you mean? You sold him. You sold him.
Oh, wait, they didn't loan him. They sold him.
You sold him. Yeah, that's why it was even better. And did you see them afterwards in the change room? Just
yeah, that's why I felt like. I mean, listen, big up to him, bro.
Why would we sell Alanga?
But I felt like Alanga, like, you're doing too much, bro. It was doing too much, little nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's doing too much. But I get it.
And he played well as well.
Yeah, he played well. Like, the celebration at the end, hugging the manager. I get it. You know what I'm saying? The interview, I get it. And I respect that. It's just the dancing is like, bro, you're doing too much, nigga. Like, you still gonna, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to say what I don't want to say that's a youngin'. But yeah, like, nigga, I hope relegated, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, relegation's gonna be nice, nigga. Make sure you doing all those dances when your ass get relegated. And I hope you come back to the Premier League when you get relegated. And I hope you score a lot of
shit. That's funny. That's funny, fam. I saw his Starboy dancing, and I know that hurt you.
Like, now you dissing the fans at that point. Like, it's like
Hey, listen, I can't lie, boys. I need to dip.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, same, man.
That's that. All right, man. Last comment. Kante said, I absolutely don't enjoy our football. So yeah, drop the comments in there. We're gonna read it. Kante, I'll give y'all my response next week, man.
Oh, what? Wait, man. So wait, are you gonna give it to us after or before you play Tottenham?
Whichever comes first.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
If I'm being honest, Bickett, I don't even know what Ten Hag football looks like.
Boy, listen. That's why. This is why I don't think he's gonna have a job.
Let's not get into. We'll get into last comment. Kante said, "My fraud of the week is Jordan Pickford. He concedes foolish goals every game. Facts. Player of the week.
Yeah.
He said the player of the week is Morgan Gibbs-White. Nottingham had too much. He had too much, and they had needed. They had 2 games back to back. It was much needed for them.
Shout out to Kante, man. Do your thing.
Shout out to Kante, man. Shout out to
definitely, man.
Shout out to
everybody, man.
Love for everyone coming, man.
Appreciate you guys.